Hi. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing well this Wednesday afternoon, evening. It's evening where I am. I'm in London. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to today's show. Welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. The usual, you know how we do. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I can see a few people are here. Hi, CB. Good evening, sis. Welcome. Hi, sis Elizabeth. Thank you for coming. Good evening. Hi, Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, you're not the first, unfortunately, but welcome, sir. You're on the first on the other one. Welcome, Sister Rose. Thanks for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Sister is always so excited for every episode. Thank you so much, Sister Biba. Thank you for coming. So today we are actually going to be speaking about Veekee James Atere. However, I figured that since this is Recap Central, I kind of have to give updates here and there, regardless of the actual topic, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be doing updates on previous topics that we've spoken about first. I'm going to be speaking on the Miss DSF and Mide Oni drama very briefly. All of this will be brief. And then we get into the main topic, which is actually Veekee James Atere. It only makes sense that I give any updates on previous shows that we have had here. So but I never really wanted to be in a situation where I do those updates as proper topics because there's just not enough to talk about, right? So I think that's kind of I mean, this is the first time I'm doing updates from previous shows, but I think that's probably a good idea on how I may be able to run things while I figure things out here and there. So obviously, you know that my very first episode on Recap Central was actually the Ezra of Paystack. And then my second one was Burna Boy, and my third one was Oyeka Ehi from the Danish Deception. So I'm going to give a few updates very quickly as well, and then we move on to our main topic, which is Veekee James. So, as we remember, we're going to start with Burna Boy. As we remember, on November 12th, 2025, Burna Boy halted his Denver show to remove a sleeping fan, right? Obviously, this kind of got a lot of backlash, and he later defended it, saying that he wants engaged and rich fans. He put out a statement on social media, which just did not cut it. It came across more as defensive rather than apologetic. So that ended up being a whole issue. So far, guys, can you believe that 5 of his US dates on his No Sign of Weakness tour have been cancelled? So there will be no Boston, there will be no DC, there will be no New York, and there will be no Atlanta and Orlando shows. That's how terribly this has ended. Apparently, the reason it's ending is because a lot of people have refunded their tickets, and others that were meant to buy their tickets just decided not to go ahead to purchase. So this has ended really terribly for Burna Boy. I personally don't think that this is the end. I think that with good PR, starting from his hometown, like I said yesterday on Uncle Ben's show, Port Harcourt, and the rest of Nigeria, and then he can start to build on that. I think that he most likely would be able to get back on top. However, I wonder if there might be too much competition at the moment. We have younger ones like Omale, and we have what's the name of the guy with the eye patch as well? He's doing pretty well at the moment. We have Rema, and of course we have the amazing girls as well, Thames, Ira Star. These people are becoming, global superstars. I wonder if the competition is also a bit steep at the moment and if he may not be able to get through. However, for me, as much as I absolutely love Davido, anyone that knows me knows that Davido is my 001, regardless of his imperfections. I have to be honest and say that amongst the three big artists, the big three, my opinion is that Burna Boy may be the most talented because he's also lyrically sound as well. I know that Ashake as well, Sister Rose, you're right. Ashake as well is also becoming, a global force as well. I know some people argue that it's all like fellas, it's all fellas wave he's riding on, but I do think that he's actually extremely talented across the board. Has a good voice, has a lot, he writes a lot of his songs, so his lyrics are pretty good. His energy is good when he performs. So I think generally a couple of things have to work together to make, um an artist stand out. I'm going to say hello to a few more real fam that have come in since I started. Macy, Cecily, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Zeno. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Sister Lola, thank you so much for coming, sis. I appreciate you. Zeno is saying Adekunle Gold as well. Yeah, the reason I'm not really talking about Adekunle Gold because I don't think he's found his feet on the genre he wants to do. Adekunle's every album is a new genre, so I don't know. I don't know who he's, yeah, branding might be a problem for Adekunle Gold. Hi, Toasting. Welcome. Good evening. Anyway, so that's all about Burna Boy in terms of updates. I don't have any other updates. 5 cities have been cancelled. I don't know if they're going to do anything proper with PR. He hasn't made a decision to apologize properly either. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next coming days and weeks. The next update I have is Ezra Olobi of Paystack. When I think, first of all, just to let you know that all of these things that I'm giving updates on, I have already spoken about in depth. So you can find the rest of the videos on the channel. So as we know what happened with Ezra, a couple of his tweets came out due to his ex, which we call a bitter ex, Max, aka Maki, Obe, decided to call out her ex, and we know how that went. But update on that is that Paystack initially had suspended Ezra, but right now Paystack has officially terminated his appointment, unfortunately. However, we're hearing that Ezra is fighting back, labeling the termination as unfair and involving his lawyers. I do think that regardless, everybody deserves a fair hearing. So I hear him on that. Updates as well. Max has now paid back the $55,000 after lots of pressure from the internet, especially X calling her out for being a thief and an opportunist. So she has decided to pay that money back. However, the issue that I have with Max is that she will not stop talking about Ezra. Like, girl, give it a break. You've done your worst, right? No wahala. Don't get me wrong. Ezra is no saint and deserves to have been called out. But at the same time, it's giving bitter X. I'm so sorry. Like, it's enough. Keep it moving. You've grown your social media page. We have heard you. Please, Max, focus on your life. Thank you very much. Yes, Missy, she paid quickly. There was pressure. In fact, the drama to even pay, she was going to remove $5,500 because there's this painting of their polycle that she had invested in. It was meant to be 20,000. Ezra paid the bulk of the 20,000. She paid 5,500. So she wanted to remove the 5,500 initially. But people kept dragging her, saying it was a bad idea. The terms of the loan is very different from the so-called painting. And painting for what? Who told you anyone your painting is worth anything? Do you understand? If you decide to pay 20K to an artist to paint you guys' polycle, I mean, that's your business, but you need to kind of agree on a different term or different terms with Ezra on that painting, So it was a bit crazy. Welcome, Sister Sue, my fave. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sister Rose saying the Ezra story is incredible. How can you tweet such abomination? Honestly, I have like a whole show on that. So anyone that hasn't watched can easily catch up. I've broken it down as much as I can with tweets and all sorts. Sister Rose is saying, did the Danish lose that payback on Yeka? Of course not. Someone that is paying over $500. He did not. He hasn't anyway. Now, my last update is on Onyeka Ehi from the Danish deception. So, firstly, Onyeka has since come out to thank everyone for the support. She's also shared messages from other people calling her ex out. Yes, some people reached out to her saying that her ex also duped them or scammed them or whatever word you want to use. She's also said that a few other people have reached out to say they were once in her position, they were scammed by their own partners, not necessarily her ex. So she's had a mix of both messages. She shared them as screenshots, and she thanked all of us for her support and for riding through the 27 episodes of the Danish deception. She's also come out to debunk allegations of irresponsibility. She said she continued to travel because she's traveled for over a decade before any of these things, started to come out. She said her and Martin had a travel blog that they were committed to updating regularly as well. This was way before she found out that he had any money or gambling issues, right? So she says she sees no problems if she already set up a repayment plan with the people they owed money. She sees no reason why she shouldn't have been traveling. So she's basically saying to us that we don't know what we're talking about her being irresponsible, that she doesn't see it that way, right? And then she came out to give us a list of all of the lessons that she's learned so far. Her first lesson that she learns is that she said trust should be earned and should not be freely given. She also said love should never override your instincts. Her third lesson learned is never allow yourself to be isolated from your friends and family. Her fourth lesson is financial transparency is non negotiable. Her fifth is charm is not character. Oftentimes, con artists and manipulators are very confident and charismatic. Her sixth is if someone asks you to pick up whatever you want, she said, go for it and let them buy you that bag. I don't know if you remember the story. And then my own last words on this matter is honestly, external success does not equate eternal self-worth. I personally found Onyeka's LinkedIn. Like I said here, I told you that she was in KPMG for like 6 years, went up to even management, roles and all with her side business as well. She has a master's degree in accounting. So for such a bright girl to be, to have even been able to get to that level at one of the big fours, wow. You just know that she's bright. But again, external success does not equate eternal self-worth. So low self-esteem may show here and there in your relationships, but they may not show in your actual career. So that is what I have to say, and that is all on the updates. Now, guys, the next thing that I want to talk about is the Miss DSF and Mide Oni drama. Again, I'm going to touch on that quickly, play the videos that have been making rounds before we get into the main topic of the day, which is Veekee James. Please just stick with me here. I'm just trying to get topics that are not that important or that big of a deal out of the way before we get into the real topic. So as you know, I don't know if anybody knows, but Miss DSF is her name is Dorcas Shola Fapsin, but she goes as DSF. She's an actress, she's a DJ, and she's a media personality, born and raised in London. She is known for her role as Sophie in MTV TV series called Sugar. If anybody knows Sugar, Miss DSF Dorcas was one of the top stars at that point. Mide Oni, on the other hand, so in the picture on with the picture on the screen, on the left is Miss DSF, and on the right is Mide Oni. Mide Oni is a TV host and presenter known for her segment on Trend Central here on YouTube. Anyone that doesn't know Trend Central, they were big for a show called Back Chat back in the day. I don't know how well they do anymore. Their CEO went to prison for fraud a while back, and I think it kind of affected the channel a lot since their CEO is a Nigerian guy. I can't remember his name now. He went to prison a while back, and it kind of like, made the channel shake a little bit. But they have different segments here and there. We also had Zizi Mill, who had her own segment on the show, but Zizi now has her own independent thing since then. So Mide is a TV host and presenter, has a segment called Off the Record on Trend Central here on YouTube. She's known for a very direct and confrontational journalism style. I've seen so many of her interviews, and yeah, she's quite confrontational. That's her style of journalism, I guess. I can't fault her if that's what she feels works best, but it's not always going to land with everybody that is a guest on her show. Anyway, so I'm going to play the video that caused the problem between DSF and Mide Oni, and then you can let us know, let me know in the comment section if you think Miss DSF is wrong or Mide Oni is wrong.
So you said I'm a sexy bad bitch. I know they hide them.
Yes.
So which you meant when you said that, you meant like a lot of men lead with sexual advances. Yeah.
Fuck.
What's happening?
You tell me.
Are you okay?
I'm great. Are you?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
You said what the fuck? What's wrong?
Because it's like you're taking every single thing I've said and you're trying to flip it. I don't know if you're looking for this clickbait or what you're actually trying to get at here.
I feel like you've come here with a chip on your
you've
shoulder,
come here
because
with...
I've literally just asked you a simple question.
No, because you're flipping every single thing I've said on his head.
What did I flip? Tell me what I flipped.
You just flip whatever you just said.
Okay,
now.
I'll repeat the question. I said, I'm a sexy bad bitch.
Yes.
I know they hide them.
Yes.
In a previous interview, you said that men lead with sexual advances.
I've never said that in my life.
We can pull up the clip.
Pull it up and roll it right now.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to do it?
Please do.
I'm confused. Why?
No, pull it up because I've never said that.
I watched it yesterday.
I said I'm a sexy bad bitch.
Yeah.
The second part.
I know they hide them.
Yes. The second part.
And you said that men often lead with sexual advances.
Pull it up. Let me see, please.
Please, can we pull it up? Because the Bad and Bougie podcast. Do you remember the bit where you were like, do you know what part where you was like, something about if my man is paying all my bills, whatever, and then he was like, tell me where to...
Yeah.
Do you remember what part that was?
No, I don't. But I remember exactly what I said, and it wasn't what you just said. Even as a journalist, like you're mad aggy, like you're on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm not.
It's not about aggy.
Like you're aggy.
I don't give a heck.
Aggy.
You've come in.
If you don't give a heck, I don't give a heck. Like if you want to go there, we can go there. That's what I'm getting. Like what the hell?
Okay, all right.
Like, so how can you be? Look how you're behaving and your presenter.
Hold on, wait, I'm going to show you something.
You're red. Like why?
No, because you attacked me.
I haven't attacked you. Nobody attacked you. Roll the tapes. Did I attack her? I said you're literally flipping everything on its head.
No, but you
are. Is that an attack?
No, that's how you. No,
exactly the same way you have an opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. Go ahead.
First of all, I apologize if I've come across defensive. I apologize if I've upset you. That was not my intention. I didn't even finish my question with all you like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't even finish the question.
Because you're literally flipping what I said on its head. But show me.
On my daughter's life, I watched it yesterday. Okay, I wouldn't make it up.
Okay, show me.
I'm looking for the part. I wouldn't make up words for what? For what?
I'm waiting to see.
Okay, just by the way, if you're wondering if Mide Oni ever found that clip, she did not find it. However, I found the clip. And before I say anything, I'm going to say that regardless of who is right or wrong, first of all, can we please just take this poll? Can you let me know who you think is right, who you think is wrong? Is DSF wrong or is Mide wrong, right? Here's my thing. I feel like as a host or as a presenter, whatever the case is, you're going to have to make the space comfortable for your guests, right? Sis Gypsy Thoughts, thank you. Thanks for coming, sis. You're going to have to make it comfortable for your guests, right? As a host. And I'm going to play another video to just show that Mide, and mind you, it's not the first time. Mide has gotten into it with another lady as well that is of South African descent, but based here. I think she's based in Birmingham. She's known as UK Thanos. That's what they call her. And That lady is also like a social media, and she's way younger than Mide. So you would think that Mide would even consider that. I saw another clip where Mide was asking DSF about Miss DSF about another issue. And Miss DSF said because of how traumatic it was, she doesn't want to speak on it. She did not stop. She went back to it. And I'm like, these are the things that cause these sort of uncomfortable situations, right? I know that American people might not understand what Aggie is, but Aggie is basically like argumentative and aggressive. That's basically what Aggie means in UK slang, which is what DSF was accusing her of. You're mad Aggie, right? It's just someone who is aggressive and, argumentative and just irritable. I'm going to play what Mide was trying to paraphrase in a sense. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be very honest. That is kind of what Miss DSF said. However, you're a woman, you're talking about women's bodies, you're talking about stuff like that. You would think that as a woman, you would try to make sure that it lands properly. That is the problem with Mide Oni here, right? That's the problem. You're talking to another woman about men's advances and her body and her sexuality and stuff. You need to make sure that you speak about it in a way that it lands. It's not me, I'm not a presenter. I may not be able to do it, but if you're a presenter, if you're going to host this kind of show and bring celebrities onto your show, you need to know how to conduct yourself. You need to learn how to conduct yourself, right? Let me read a few comments before I play the video. Zeno said, poor baby taking straight. Exactly. That's another thing. That is unprofessional. Oh, I swear on my child's life. I swear on my child's life as a journalist. For what reason? Are you Piers Morgan? What are you? Like that in itself is unprofessional, in my opinion. Since Gypsy is like, child, honestly, it was just weird. Zeno is saying Mide was wrong. Sister Rose is saying it's hard for me to say. At first, I thought yes, I was wrong till I heard about Mide's attitude. Yes, Mide. It's not the first or second time Mide is doing this. Apparently, well, I've seen her do it once to another lady. Misty is saying Mide lacks emotional intelligence to handle the situation. Exactly. Even the way she asked that question, it did not land properly. You're talking about a woman's body and sexuality and men's advances. Come on. Why do people go on her show? I have no tolerance for disrespect. I actually don't know. I have a feeling that she used to, so she kind of replaced Dizzy Mills because Dizzy Mills went on and started her own thing. I don't know. I have a feeling if they know what they're doing, I feel like they should replace her. There's lots of girls that are in this business that are trying, would want her position anyway. Zeno is saying, don't worry, the slang translates well. Thank you. Missy saying, I doubt Mide would have asked the white girls the same thing. Well, I doubt it, but also Trend Central is a black channel, so it's for urban stuff. And Shinkus is saying, good evening, welcome, Auntie Yinkus, thanks for coming. Missy saying, when she said something, I was like, this auntie is called it's Aggie as in Aggy. Anyway, let me play the video that Mide was trying to paraphrase.
Really involved with anybody, so I'm really getting to know people for them. Like, do you want me for me or for my body? Like, I'm really in that space. Like, I'm trying to not even sexually involved with anybody, so I'm really getting to know people for them. Like, do you want me for me or for my body? Like, I'm really in that space. Like, I'm trying to find who is gonna take me out the game, who's gonna take me off the streets.
Do you feel that a lot of men objectify you though?
Yes, 100%.
How do you know that?
I can just tell. You can. Oh, come on, you're a woman now. You can tell. Like, when
Tell me how I can know is different from how you can tell. So
you
tell me how you can tell.
The kind of messages I get. I mean, they don't outright say I want to F you, but I mean, their approach sometimes can be different. And I don't, sometimes what I've put out before has been a bit, raunchy, so I understand it. It's not like I'm playing saint or I'm playing daft. I know what I put out sometimes. Okay. So I know what I can and can't attract. Yeah. Not saying that that's the end all be all of me. I'm a sexy bad bitch. I know they hide them. You understand? So like, I'm gonna have people that want to fuck with me for that reason. But I'm a lot more than that. Yeah.
So as you can see, Mide did not lie. Let's be honest. I'm on DSF side, but Mide did not lie. Mide did not lie. Mide did not lie. Mide did not lie. She just paraphrased. But again, these sort of topics you have to handle with care. You have to handle with emotional intelligence, right? And that is where Mide missed the mark for me. And then again, you also have to lead with patience as well. They are your guests. They are your guests, right? So, exactly, Sister Rose. But Mide worded it wrong. This is saying show us. So this is the video.
So you said, I'm a sexy bad bitch. I know they hide them.
Yes.
So, which you meant, when you said that, you meant like a lot of men lead with sexual advances. Yeah?
Fuck.
What's happening?
You tell me.
Are you okay?
I'm great. Are you?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
You said, what the fuck? What's wrong?
Because it's like you're taking every single thing I've said and you're trying to flip it. I don't know if you're looking for this clickbait or what you're actually trying to get at here.
I feel like you've come here with a chip on your
you've
shoulder,
come here
because
with...
I've literally just asked you a simple question.
No, because you're flipping every single thing I've said on its head.
What did I flip? Tell me what I flipped.
You just whatever you just said.
Okay,
now.
I'll repeat the question. I said, I'm a sexy bad bitch.
Yes.
I know they hide them.
Yes.
In a previous interview, you said that men lead with sexual advances.
I've never said that in my life.
We can pull up the clip.
Pull it up and roll it right now.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to do it?
Please do.
I'm confused. Why?
No, pull it up because I've never said that.
I watched it yesterday.
I said I'm a sexy bad bitch.
Yeah.
The second part.
I know they hide them.
Yes. The second part.
And you said that men often lead with sexual advances.
Pull it up. Let me see, please.
Please, can we pull it up? Because the Bad and Bougie podcast. Do you remember the bit where you were like, do you know what part where you was like, something about if my man is paying all my bills, whatever. And then he was like, tell me where to...
Yeah.
Do you remember what part that was?
No, I don't. But I remember exactly what I said, and it wasn't what you just said. Even as a journalist, like you're mad Aggie. Like you're
I'm
talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm not
about Aggie.
Like you're Aggie.
I don't give a
mad
heck.
Aggie.
You've come in.
If you don't give a heck, I don't give a heck. Like if you want to go there, we can go there. That's what I'm getting. Like what the hell?
Okay, all right.
Like, so how can you be? Look how you're behaving and your presenter.
Hold on,
look
wait, I'm going to show you something.
You're red. Like why?
No, because you attacked me.
I haven't attacked you. Nobody attacked you. Roll the tapes. Did I attack her? I said you're literally flipping everything on its head.
No, but you
are. Is that an attack?
No, that's how you. No,
exactly the same way you have an opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. Go ahead.
First of all, I apologize if I've come across defensive. I apologize if I've upset you. That was not my intention. I didn't even finish my question with all you like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't even finish the question.
Because you're literally flipping what I said on its head. But show me.
On my daughter's life, I watched it yesterday. Okay, I wouldn't make it up.
Okay, show me.
I'm looking for the part. I wouldn't make you up words for what? For what?
I'm waiting to see.
Come on, man. CC, please come and join everybody. Everybody's looking for you. Come and join us on the main whatever. You're on verticals and people are saying, Sister Sue can't see your comments. Misty saying I'm dreaming about Sissy. So Sissy is here. She's just on the other. She's on verticals. That's why I'm telling her to come join us on the main whatever. Here's the thing. You're talking to another sister. Every woman knows what yes, Sissy, join us on the other end. You know what I mean? The landscape, right? Everybody knows what DSF was talking about. Mide is another sis. Something that you say, girl, I saw your interview about men and sexual advances. Tell me about it, girl. That's what Mide could have done. But no, and like Sissy says here, so let me put Sissy's comment so you can see that I'm really seeing Sissy. Sissy said, paraphrasing gone wrong. Mide should have just asked DSF, please clarify what you mean. Exactly, because it's a friendly environment. They're both ladies. She was like, girl, you see how men move? Tell me about it. Like, there's no way Mide would say, as a hot babe herself, she's a beautiful woman. She can't say she doesn't know what it means for men to slide into your DM saying, hey, big head. So come on, man. Sister Rose saying Mide's wording could be interpreted wrong and mad DSF look trashy. Exactly. Sissy is saying she's horrible. She always does this nonsense. She's not a great journalist. I don't think she's not studied journalism or anything, because I found her LinkedIn yesterday and there's no point in me bringing that here. Her name is Mide Oni, if you're curious. So I don't think she's even studied it. She has a full-time job, whatever. I think it's a hobby, and I don't think she's seasoned. So she might really need to work on her skills, maybe watch her colleagues in the industry to see how they move. But she's not a trained journalist, and it shows. Zeno says she also didn't say what Mide said. Context matters. She made it seem like a total different conversation. Because again, you would have to watch the few interview. And this is what Uncle Ben was saying. Uncle Ben said on one of his previous shows, when you're a podcaster, you owe it to whoever you want to talk about to watch the full thing, right? So that you will not come here and represent them in a wrong manner. This is what leads to things like defamation, suits and stuff, right? So this is MJ saying the problem is most podcasters don't have journalism training. Absolutely. Sis Lola is saying she's too dramatic. She is. Sissy, yes, but I think Sissy has joined us now. Hi, Sissy, welcome. Sis MJ is saying, Abby, great job. I'm loving this show. Thank you so much, sis. Sis MJ is saying the interviewer was too combative. Absolutely. Missy is saying, you know that auntie who is never wrong, and yeah, that's why that lady that I said she went viral. I was gonna bring you here, but it's not necessary for the show. That lady said you're too old, because the other one was like less than 20. I heard like you're like 40. At your age. I don't know, she just has that whole attitude as well, in a sense. Even her body language, look at her facial expressions. And as someone who cannot often control my facial expressions, I get that, right? I absolutely get that. But please let me know who's wrong. Would you say DSF 1 for DSF 2 for Midday, so we can move on to the actual topic of the day, which is Veekee James Atere? Let's vote. 1 for DSF, 2 for Midday. Let's have it. But yeah, I think Midday would benefit from journalism training. If she really wants to do this. We've seen a few others like BC Akins and them lot. They're doing amazing now, even if BC's on a break to like marriage and children, all of that stuff. So I'm not saying that you really have to be a journalist or whatever, but you need to go for, do the training, do the work, watch other people, watch how other people carry themselves, other people that are trained journalists, it will go a long way. I mean, please don't put their faces up. It doesn't help answer me. Oh my God, Misty. She's also really pretty. Anyway, I was going to play another video, but it's not necessary. But there was another clip I found where Midday was going on and on. When Midday was going on and on about an incident with a taxi. I don't know if anyone remembers when back in the day, like maybe over 5 years ago, when DSF had this whole controversy. She kept going on about it. And DSF said, I don't want to talk about it. She went on about it. But there's no point. Let's move on to the next topic. Let me see. Cici is saying, Abby, the issue wasn't the comment she didn't make. It started with Midday asking DSF about an ex, which she asked them. Yes, not just that, Cici. That's what I'm saying. I have 2 other videos, but I don't think it's necessary. She also asked her about Taxify. So she had this situation a while back where she got a lot of backlash from Nigerians because people were saying that she was being classist because of the Taxify driver. Meanwhile, the Taxify driver was driving her to his house. And she felt the need, exactly, Sissy. So Midday was already, like she said, she doesn't want to talk about it. Midday was pushing for her to talk about it. So of course, DSF was already on edge. That's what we're saying, that Midday clearly, and it's not the first time I've seen her do this, right, Sissy? Midday clearly lacks emotional intelligence. On top of lacking emotional intelligence, you now lack journalism skills. So where do we go from here? You have to have something. Is either you're a seasoned journalist, or at least you have emotional intelligence to know how to handle these situations and make your points land well and your questions land well. Since MJ is saying, I thought Sophia Davido would have been on the list for today. I'm tired of Sophia. We've already since M Jones. I'm tired of Sophia. I consider this, but Sophia's issue is long because it now becomes a Sophia versus Davido versus Chioma, and then it becomes Sophia needs to learn how to keep quiet. Maybe she needs to add more jobs to her jobs, the current jobs that she has. Maybe it'll keep her busy. She's saying, and the cab issue, you're right, yes. Zeno is saying, I think you should play the videos. Don't give us half story. Zeno, I already done 30 minutes of talking about relevant story. Everybody should go and Google the story. Go on TikTok. Go on TikTok, Zeno, please. Okay, please, because you know Veekee James is long. Please, let's get into the real topic, I beg. So we're talking about Veekee James Atere, right? That is our main whatever. I'm just saying, I actually like Sophia and I wish her the best, but I don't like how she moves. And I'd say that from the bottom of my heart, where I really want her to rise above all of these things. And because she's beautiful, she has a lot of things that she could be doing. Honestly, I mean that in the best way possible, especially because now Davido seems to be doing. Davido is trying. He's not been in the news for anything crazy. I like the way he gives back. I like what he's done this Christmas period with his shows. So I really, really want Sophia to move on. And then Uncle Ben is saying, told you Sophia is relevant without my boy. You see, this is the reason why I didn't want to bring the show, says M. Jones, because Uncle Ben would have called him by now to shout. See? We never disagreed on that. And then CC too. You see? We would not have left here. If I brought that topic today. And then Uncle Ben is asking Zeno, are you Team Davido or Team Sophia? Sister Chinye. Welcome, sis. Nice to have you here. Sis M just is saying Sophia is a prime example of fumbling the bag. It is well, but I also believe that what will be will be. I think Chioma is the one that could have handled Davido. See, this thing that Sophia would not have been able to handle of the shenanigans that Chioma handled, though. Sophia would have been coming out to cry and disturb us every day. It's Chioma that fits Davido, in my opinion. Let's be honest. Sophia is not one of those ladies that would have to take the crap. And I think that's very important in marriage. Everybody should marry the people that they know can take their crap. That's my opinion. Davido is a cheat, no problem. Chioma is okay with it. Sophia would never have been okay with it. That's why you be my paddy. I'm Team David, but I don't like that you are right. Zeno, just send your Uncle Ben's number. You should carry this your basketballs out of my show. Welcome, Sister Chinye. Okay. Sister Chinye, we haven't spoken about much yet. We're about to just get into the main topic, but just a side, we have side dishes as well as our main dish, right? So our main meal. So anyway, we're talking about Veekee James Atere. Me, I like Veekee James. And as always, this is not, we're not here to bash anybody. We're always going to give people their flowers regardless of any mistakes or any controversy that they find themselves involved in. So, as we know, Veekee James. Wow. So, Veekee James her name, as we know, is Ruth Erica James, right? She was born in 1995. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know she was that young, but I remember that we saw her 30th birthday, right? So, yeah, makes sense. And she's from Akwa Ibom State, but she grew up in Ajegunle, Lagos. Her mom, Esther James, was a tailor. Veekee learned how to sew from her mom. Her father died when she was young. Her mom became the main provider, a single mom, bringing up Veekee and her siblings. She enrolled in the University of Uyo to study biochemistry in 2015, but eventually dropped out to pursue fashion. Her first outlet was in Lagos mainland, but she later on moved to Lagos Island to reach a bigger audience. Anyone that knows that move, that's what happens. You start from the mainland, you move to the island, you charge more, you have more access to the celebrities and the people that could push your business, on the island. It happens all the time. She's since expanded her brand to Veekee James Man. So she's meant to have like a menswear, which I remember seeing her husband Femi has been modeling for them a lot. And her women's ready-to-wear brand called Shoprican. She also hosts a couple of masterclasses here and there. She has fashion creators all the time. And she does like a whole event and encourages them and teaches them some skills. In March 2023, she launched a podcast called Bible Stories with Veekee James. She has won a couple of amazing awards, including AMVCA, which is one of the biggest awards out of Africa, for Best Designer. And she's also won her Economy Awards for Fashion Designer of the Year and so many others, Future Awards. She was also on the Forbes Africa list under her category Fashion 30 under 30. So this woman is doing amazing. Remember that she's not just a designer, but she's also a gospel singer, and she has always let us know that she is a born again Christian. She also organizes monthly gospel concerts called Zion Worship. Worship as in WAR sheep, right? And then in 2023, she released her first single called Nothing Less. Personally, I like Veekee James. I like her music. One of my favorite songs and part of my worship playlist is called Olugbeja. That is Veekee James' song, right? Featuring a couple of people. And I love that song. It is always on repeat. Anyone that hasn't listened to Veekee James' song, go ahead. Obviously, they're usually gospel songs to begin with. So yeah, I love that song Olugbeja, and it's always on. It's a part of my permanent worship and praise playlists. Let's read a few comments. This Missy is saying, Cicely, Sophia is not shameless. I guess I got an embarrassment on my behalf, honestly. Missy is saying Mr. Veekee James. Who's that? I don't know who that is. His Chinye is saying Sophia needs to rest in Jesus' name. I'm telling you, I just want her to rise above, as she could do so much better. And I want her to remember that that little girl deserves to be around her siblings and her dad. Missy saying, I have always wanted to practice tailoring. Hopefully, I can do it soon. Abby, I will finish your Christmas clothes and should be on time. Hey, I actually know how to sew as well. I have like a machine and stuff, but I haven't taken it to that level. But yeah, I learned how to sew. There's something called junior WAEC. You usually have like 3 to 4 months off. I learned how to sew and do hair during that time, and it's just a skill that has stuck with me. Since MJ is saying, I love and admire Veekee, but sometimes she doesn't convey her messages well. Her delivery sucks. That's her problem. Her delivery is off. Since MJ is saying, Veekee is one of those Jesus baby. She is. She is. I didn't know she was a gospel singer as well. Nice. Yeah, she has songs out on like every platform, Spotify. I use Apple Music and YouTube Music. I use both of them because one of them my siblings use, so I just have family for both. But I have YouTube Premium as well, so I have Apple YouTube Music as part of YouTube Premium. And then Tinkus is saying, love that song too. Oh, I love it. I actually really like it. Very power-filled, you know. Missy is saying, I love VJ, but only when it's about clothing and business. Let's forget her marriage counseling thing. Stachin is saying the bitterness will not get Sophia any goddamn way. Honestly, at this point, maybe I should have added Sophia to this thing because we're talking about her. Sissy is saying if Sophia is not careful, she will end up on an old miserable woman clinging to her only child that will start feeling choked by her and her boyfriend. I will not hide like Kiki Detailer. I know Kiki. I love Kiki. I love that series. She doesn't do them as much anymore. Zina is saying her statements are always blanket statements. It's annoying. And then look, Uncle Ben is saying, see my VJ curves. I like it. Femo, they enjoy. Uncle Ben, I'm going to report to you. Everybody, let's go and report. Let's go and report Uncle Ben to the right authorities. Uncle Ben is saying bibilization. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? So I'm just obviously sharing pictures of Veekee James. I'm just going to reset the studio from the other stuff that we've talked about, and let's get into the topic. Shall we? So I'm going to put a few. So, as we know, Veekee James is married to Mr. Femi Atere. Yeah, that is Mr. Femi. Fine boy Femi. Fine boy, no pimples. Can't even take that away from him. Can't take it away from them. This is them. Yeah, so Veekee is married to Femi Atere. Their engagement was announced in October 2023, and they had their traditional and white weddings in February 2024. There are rumors and controversy online alleging that she snatched him from her friend, but Veekee has denied them subtly. She didn't talk too much. She just subtle, denial here and there at interviews and podcasts and all. However, I know that the story was that Femi actually worked for her best friend at the time, and the best friend even has said that she even carried Veekee as a younger sister more than a friend because she's older than Veekee, and she's always supported Veekee. At that time, if you know anything, you would know Miss Waneka, right? And the story is that Femi worked as Miss Waneka's manager, and Miss Waneka kind of felt a bit funny about it because the reality is that Femi obviously stopped to do his work efficiently, because now there's close I guess close proximity to Madame, so he too felt like Oga, and then it just caused a lot of issues in her business. And she also felt like Veekee could have confided in her and said, listen, I'm dating this guy, but Veekee chose to hide it instead until it got to the point where it became public knowledge, right? This is a video of Miss Waneka kind of addressing their friendship and the rumors briefly.
You and Veekee, I love both of you so much. Okay, we have heard you love us so much. Then Veekee was never my friend. She was a small sister to me. Do you understand? And if I feel that we were never on that friendship level, she was a small sister to me. And if I'm upset about something, I don't understand. You can't tell me not to be upset about something. I have the right to now. Everybody is your friend. How did you and this person fall out? How did you and this person fall out? I don't know who I'm in a competition with, or who thinks that me and anybody, or me and people, or I'm in a competition with people, or is it real life people, Instagram people? They do competition for marriage. Marriage now, waiting they do competition. I think once and for all, I need to say this, all right? Nobody is in a competition with anybody. It's not even, you guys make sense of this. Is it possible this is my second marriage? Like, I'm just all about happiness. I just want to be happy. I don't want too much. Be like, say, they look for who born Pekin, or this person get how many Pekin, me I no get Pekin, or this person get this, me I no get this. For God's sake, person, this is my second marriage, so I'm supposed to come and be complete with who now? People just want to, some people have not even married once. They just want to marry and just, even experience what family feels like, what marriage feels like. So now me, we be saying that my second marriage with this, where I just want, it's the second and the last, in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm not even there. I'm not there with anyone, except you're saying that, okay, this is also your second marriage, and me and you are competing on whose second marriage will last longer. But let people be, you guys. Yeah, so that's how I look at it. I think everybody should just let people be, let them enjoy. Some people, they're just experiencing all of this for the first time. Okay, and I don't think we should stress anybody or body. Let everybody do what they want to do. John is competition. Yeah, I see that a lot. I hear that a lot. I see that. Oh, competition. You guys rest. Like I said, except the person I'm competing with, this is their second marriage too. And we're not competing on, okay, well, let's see whose own will last longer. But if that is not the case, you guys, please, me like this, all those things, they do me. I just want to have fun. I just want to enjoy myself. Even money, they follow me compete. So I get money, make I just tell you now.
Okay, thanks for that, Miss Waneka. Let me read the comments. Uncle Ben said, who said clock it? Zeno is saying, let me actually, wait. Is that yellow dress? Did VJ add Nyash? It's possible it's editing, but she has bomb now. She did with BBL. Since Rose is saying husband snatch her. She didn't snatch him. It wasn't dating Waneka, it was just her manager of her business, her hair store. Missy, she did Christian BBL, exactly. Missy, they all have bomb fillers, don't mind them. Clock it. No, Cece, backside is original. Femi said so. When did Femi say so, Uncle Ben? Cece is saying, this Waneka, she needs her own recap central segment. Yeah, she did BBL. See, this old topic. Moon, sorry, I was wrong initially. Actually, Christian, please, no, I can't stand her. What did she do to you? I think Zeno bought hair from her. The hair did not turn out good. Zeno, is that not what happened? I think Zeno bought hair from Miss Waneka. She's now beefing the woman because the hair was not good. Zino, and I know Momo 5 also bought hair from her a while back. I don't know if Zino is one of the people. Maybe she did though. Inform the kidnappers. Just the Christian kind. Adorable. Hi sis, good evening. Husband snatcher. Was Femi married? No, I don't know who started that nonsense on social media. All these bloggers. Femi was Waneka's store manager. That is it. Like nothing else, right? But Mrs. A, Uncle Ben, relax, just eat and drink ice. You are going to eat lots this Thanksgiving and Christmas. I didn't. I know people that. Oh, I know we talked about this. I can't remember if you bought or if you were going to buy or something. Anyway, let's watch what Veekee said about her husband. The early stages of their marriage, and I think when they just about got married or something. Let me show you what Veekee had to say about her husband.
And he wasn't just kind to me. I realized that he's actually kind to everyone. That was just it. Femi would walk into my office. He'll meet my staff. He'll greet them like his G's. He'll walk into my factory. He'll see my bidders and my tailors. He'll greet them like their friends. And last person I dated before Femi, I know how he used to act. He was some sort of a pompous person, but I didn't see it because I was in love. So he would see my workers and act like, you know when you walk into a place and you meet people, but you expect that they will greet you first, because they are my staff. He's kind to everyone. Till date, he's still that person. He did not change when we got married. He did not change when we became husband and wife. Even when they walk into him, my guy, how far? He will shake hands with them. And I've never said this to him before, but I've noticed it over time. And every time he does that, I'm always like, God, I thank you for the person that you've brought my way. And that just makes me so happy, because I imagine our children watch him do that over the years when they're born. And that just...
You see Veekee saying that she married him for his kindness. He's kind to people, even subordinates as well, people that are not on par with him. He's kind to them. That she married him because he's always kind. He treats the staff like they're his G's, like they're on the same level. And she just knew that that was her husband because of his kindness, right? Cool. Anyway, moving on. Again, we can see that is Mr. and Mrs. Atere on our screen. One thing that Veekee James is going to say, let me read a few comments. Sister Rose, why are you like this? Mrs. saying, even if that was me, I would greet all the workers while bowing. See money, see me. Misty. Uncle Ben saying, wait, is that Femi sitting next to her when she said all that? Somebody shout hallelujah. Uncle Ben, why should we shout hallelujah? Anyway, so now the one thing that Veekee is going to do is Veekee is going to post romantic content with her husband, right? In fact, I remember every opportunity she uses it to do a proper photo shoot. I don't know if anybody remembers Valentine's Day when they did all of these heart-shaped helium balloons and all. She did this. I remember even like she celebrated every single milestone for their first year anniversary, right? From the actual civil wedding. I never forget, she did the civil wedding to the white wedding. This was the pictures that they did that time for the civil wedding. She did civil wedding as well. She did traditional wedding, celebrated every single milestone, and it's always elaborate as well. These huge photo shoots, right? This is them as well. I think it was their first year civil ceremony anniversary. So she's always talking about her husband. She's very expressive about love. She cooks. She started a YouTube channel specifically to cook for her husband as well. And he would taste, and they would do like all of these couple challenges, all of this couple, you know how couples, all these couple channels on social media. Exactly. She would try and incorporate that as well. People initially thought that, okay, her YouTube channel, she has a YouTube channel for actual Veekee James. That's her creation, her business, her fashion business. But she also has this other YouTube channel where she cooks for him and she set up the kitchen and he tastes the food and he praises her, all of that stuff. They've had a few controversial talks as well about how, even about their sex life, where Uncle Ben, don't come here, Uncle Ben. I hope Uncle Ben is not listening. Where people dragged her because they were doing this couples challenge where they say suspects, it's called suspect challenge, right? And she said suspect doesn't go down on his wife, meaning suspect does not perform oral sex on his wife. And then she goes, you're glad I don't even like that shit. And the comment section were like, you be lying to yourself. And you will now all of a sudden you don't like it. Because obviously people felt like she was being pretentious. Your husband doesn't like doing it. Now you're trying to make us believe that you don't like it, right? So I remember that as well. But anyway, my point is she puts our relationship in our faces. She doesn't relent at all. She's relentless when it comes to that. Let me see if there's any new comments. I'm saying, yeah. Sister Rose is replying, Missy, Nigeria is not a place to be advertising your money. Me, I want them to think I'm poor. Keep the kidnappers away. Kidnappers are kidnapping poor people anyway. It's nothing to do with money. They are nothing to do with money. Missy said, Femi is going to get that money, get a poor woman who looks like it. No, I don't think so, actually. Missy is saying, okay, she's a superwoman. Let's give her an award. She's saying that was so cringy. Uncle Ben is saying, yes, 90% of Yoruba men don't lick plates per. Uncle Ben, satisfy your woman. Satisfy your woman today. Anyway, so that's pretty much that as well. Sorry. Yeah. So anyway, so another thing is that she actually defends Femi. You cannot come and criticize Femi unprovoked. She will come for you. She tends to be subtle about it, but she will come for you. Anyway, so the first controversy that I want to address before we get into the current one is the US and what's it called? The US tour that she did and high consultation fees. Actually, at this point, I'm going to drop the link for anyone that wants to come up anyway, because yeah, we're pretty much at that point. So if you want to come up and have any thoughts to share about Veekee James, please click the link and come up. But yeah, so her US tour and her high consultation fees, right? So during the recently concluded US tour, she offered a 60-minute private consultation, 60 minutes private consultations for her clients, and they were $1,500 for 1 hour. 1,500, right? A lot of people defended her, saying that 1,500 is worth it. She's actually made her mark in the industry. She's worked so hard to get to this point. So by all means, she can easily charge that. Other people were like, nah, she's doing too much. There are known and more established fashion designers that are American that actually charge. Hi, shopper helper, welcome sis. Thanks for coming. They actually charge way less than that. People put out different kinds of names, from the Vera Wangs and all sorts. My own opinion on that is anybody can charge whatever they are worth. I feel like your target audience will find you. The only thing that I have against what she charged is that she knew that there were people that would want to see her just because she's Veekee James and not necessarily be brides, right? So what that meant was that a lot of people that were not even that are not upcoming brides paid 1,500 to see her anyway. That's why I said yesterday that my opinion is that people should have been given the opportunity to have maybe like £500, £300 just for meet and greets. Meet and greets, they could have champagne, like a little event where there's some food. She could collaborate with a few vendors here and there, and she will meet with her VJ army, like she calls them, right? And then those that actually wanted consultation, in my opinion, I think that they could have done their 1,500. I can't say a creative is allowed to charge whatever they think they are worth. That's the thing about being a creative. Whatever you think you're worth, go for it. Your tribe would truth. And people paid. There's videos online of people going to see her being excited. A lot of people paid to see her, even if they're not upcoming brides. They don't even have boyfriends, but they went to see her. That's why I think that she should have done something cheaper just for meet and greet. And then others that actually wanted to get measured, that wanted to get sketches and all of that, could have also gone ahead to do the $1,500 consultation. That's my opinion on that, personally. I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay. Uncle Ben is here. That's what happened. Hi, Uncle Ben. He's saying your device is not You say your device is not connected, sir, by the way. Hi, says Bola Palmer. Thanks for coming, says B Palmer. You will be playing with that your kangaroo start. Mrs. NCC, is that a different Jamaican from the one we know? People are and hypocrisy. Who's that? That's how Jamaicans pretend they don't know it, yet they are very rampant linky plates. We're still on this matter. She thinker, we are working the same firm and she thinks me she represents me already. She thinker is not here yet. Cost of idol worship, Sister Rose. Sister Rose is saying I wouldn't even pay to see Ibrahim Sorry, as much as I love him. Girl, bye. Anyway, so that's kind of the first thing, really, and that's my honest opinion. I don't know if anybody wants to come up. I'm going to drop the before I move on to the next topic or next controversy. Let me know. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I don't like when people tell creatives how much to charge. They too, if they feel like their value, because it's also a case of value. You think that okay, it's valuable, all of that, go for it. My only thing is the people that came from meet and greet and paid 1.5. I think Veekee James should have anticipated that. That's my opinion. That people would want to see her just because they love her. Do you understand? That's my only issue. Hi, Uncle Ben.
Hey Abby, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me.
I'm just here to find trouble if I'm allowed.
Uncle Ben, must you find trouble? Why can't you just be here to contribute?
Because your voice is so sexy. Your
Uncle Ben.
voice has it got all the melody. And you are talking about my favorite Niger girl, Veekee James.
Everybody's your favorite Niger girl at this point, Uncle Ben.
Any Gen Z, I'm the best uncle to Gen Z right now. And you know it. I am the
They
number
always
one
speaking
top
for
fan
us.
of Gen Z. So I'm here to support my Veekee James. Anything you ask me, I'm ready, Mama. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Hi, Cece. Welcome, Cece.
Hey Abby, hey Uncle Ben. I thought let me
What
come and
is
keep you
Sissy doing
company.
here?
I didn't know Uncle Ben was here already, stressing the mic, stressing the
Why is
studio.
Sissy here for crying out
I
sake?
Because
came
she
to keep
came to
Abby
keep me
company.
company.
I
Eh?
didn't know you were here. I'm not looking on I'm not watching on the thing. I just joined.
So can I ask the first question about
Go
this
for it.
pricing? The pricing. What, Uncle Ben, what do you think about the pricing? Do you think that Vicky is allowed to have charged $1,500, knowing that there are many other American, international, established fashion entrepreneurs, fashion designers that would have charged less? And do you also think that she could have had like a cheaper price for just meet and greets?
Okay, you want me to be honest with you?
Of course, absolutely, sir.
Vicky James serves a different flavor when it comes to wedding attires. The styles are spectacular. Okay? No American designer can beat Vicky James when it comes to sewing wedding attire for our African brides. So whatever Vicky James charges, I'm all for it. So far, I'm not paying the money.
Sorry, Uncle Ben. What's this new voice you're using?
Trying to match
You,
my
you, you
What's
why
this
are
new
you,
voice you're using?
why are you ladies like this? I cannot pretend to be a big boy.
Oh God!
Like a
Please, can you
posh
stop? It's scary.
Abby. Abby, how do you describe men that speak like me right now? Touch men, right?
creepy, Uncle Ben, creepy. Speak like yourself.
Confused. Confused.
Speak like yourself. That's what
No,
we like. We like when you sound like Uncle Ben.
no, girl. This show is what did she call it the other day? This
Bougie.
show is a bougie show, And
No, that's
and
not
I
bougie.
got what is wrong with these
Are you
girls?
code switching? Are you code? Is this your version of code switching? I don't know which code
I
you're switching to, but it's
See, Uncle
this
Ben,
is
everybody's saying they want you back. And Zeke is saying, where is he? We
where's
want
the
you
can the
back.
real can the real Uncle Ben please stand up?
I'm dead. So people think I can't pretend to be this, high class gentleman. What are you ladies talking about?
It's giving gigolo.
Blood of Zachariah, Sissy.
Now we have
I'm
it back.
done with you people.
It's
I'm
giving
done with you
gigolo.
people. You guys are something else. I can't even flex. I can't flex at Pete. What is this? Abby, I'm your guest, mama. Talk to me. What you asking, baby?
Uncle Ben,
Oh,
answer the question without all this accents. See now they've called you big baby boy Benzino. You see,
Oh,
these are the
blood of
yes.
Jesus.
God bless you. I forgot about that name. Baby boy
BBB.
Benzino.
I'm done with you people.
So Uncle Ben, do you think that she should have had a little meet and greet prize? Just
Frankly
to meet and
speaking,
greet.
I think the price is okay, to be honest. There are women who can actually afford that price. Nigerian women are rich in America. They
I don't
get
know why
money. Oh.
you didn't bring video of that one. Yeah, there are plenty of people that went for it. Yeah.
They get money. Oh. Nigerian women get money for. See, now we were the men for this America. Now we know they get money. Oh. Our wives, the women, they get better money. It's just that we have to squeeze their neck for them to admit that they have money. So $1,500, frankly speaking, that's not too much. They can afford it. And besides, Vicky James understood the game, okay? Vicky James know exactly what she was doing. It's not easy to maintain a sexy husband like Femi. She
Hey,
need the money, everything she
is
can
the
lay
one
her hands
maintaining
on.
him? Okay.
You didn't
Okay.
hear that from me.
I don't know. That's because I don't know whose side you're on now. Because now she's the one maintaining him. No problem. We've noted that. Thank you, Uncle Ben. Cece, what
Yes,
do you
dear.
think about the pricing? Do you think it was too high? Do you think it was worth it? Do you think that she could have created a little, should I say, cheaper package just for meet and greets?
Yeah, I think it would have been good. I don't agree with the masses dictating what a creator or a designer or somebody who's even putting out their products dictating what they should pay for their time and their expertise or their handiwork, right? I think it's wrong. And I think we do that a lot in our culture, just as black people in general. We will not mind to go and buy LV, £5,000. We will not mind to sell our lung to go buy Hermes and all these brands. But when your friend says, I'm doing an event, I'm charging £500, no, it's too expensive. Oh no, I can't buy that product. Why is she charging that much? It's a wrong mindset to me personally. And I don't know why we do it as black people. If somebody says this is what I'm charging, they have the people who can afford, the people who it is for, they will be her market, right? It's not you. If it's not you and your pocket, if you can't afford it, just pass by. You don't need to say, "Oh, the thing is too expensive." Too expensive for who? Too expensive for who? Too expensive for you doesn't mean that it's the wrong price and it's a price that they shouldn't charge. But like I said, I think it's what us as black people, we do that a lot. But we don't have any problem dropping ridiculous amount of money for other designers, other brands, other logos, other creators, white people that are doing the same thing. Vera Wang dresses, how much do they go for? Expensive. Black people don't care. They're not pitching tents and saying, "Oh, she's overcharging, she's doing this." They'll pay gladly and go. But we're always tearing down somebody. So for me, I think she can charge what she wants to charge. If people are gonna come, people are gonna come. That's it. Do I think that if it's a wedding, if it's like a wedding event or whatever, market it for those people that are coming for weddings so that at least maybe they can have the opportunity, because obviously with her popularity, she'll get sold out. And maybe not the right people who are actually interested in like wedding dresses are going to turn up, right? Definitely. I think
That's
it's
what
just
happened.
it's a marketing thing. Do a meet and greet for your fans and then do a package for your business and like for business where brides can come along and also pay. But don't dictate what she should charge for her events. No, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. You will not go.
I agree.
You will not go. Yeah.
Thanks, Cece. Says Gypsy. What happened? Thanks for coming, sis. I do agree with Cece. And what ended up happening is that people that were not, I think it was 2026, 2027 brides that she was targeting, those people ended up coming, but most of people that came just came to see her and still paid 1.5. But I think she could have rented a big hall, a hotel space, whatever, like, and then see her actual fans and then reserve whatever slots she had for brides for brides. That's
Was
a
that
very
her first time doing that type of event? I don't follow it.
in America, yes. This was an
Oh, okay.
American tour.
Okay.
But obviously, she does it in Nigeria all the time, where she's based. So she went to America for this tour. So it was one of those ones where just imagine like your favorite artist is coming in a
Yeah.
sense. Like people were trying to hustle for it when some of them were not even brides. So that's why
Yeah.
I still insist that I feel like she should have done something like £300 tickets, or I don't know how much she would have thought that would have been worth. Maybe it would have also been an opportunity to give back to her fans. I don't know. Whatever,
Yeah.
$300, sorry, $500 that would actually be meet and greet, and then she could have maybe vendors for food and drinks. You know how we do the meet and greets now? We have YouTubers and all do meet and greets all the time.
Yeah. Maybe it was a time constraint thing, because I don't think that, or maybe they didn't feel like she would have the reach there or something, which I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah. It
Because
was
I know
one-
that, that would have been a better idea, but who knows? But
Yeah, she
clearly
should have done
people
both.
still turned up, right?
Yeah. She should have done
Collected her
both.
money.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people still paid 1.5 just to meet her, even if they are not brides, or brides to be. So it is what it is. I'm just thinking aloud that she, even that money, I feel like she could have gotten more.
Yeah.
If she had like a general event and sold maybe 100 tickets or 200 tickets, as an example, for $500 or $300, and then done her actual slots for brides. Personally, but yeah. Since M. Jones says she should have had a lower price meet and greet along with she would have made much more money. Thank you. Exactly what I was saying. And she would also have had the opportunity to meet more people as well that wanted to meet her. Uncle Ben is saying, "While I am also all the sisters on this show." Because MJ is saying, "Thank you, my sister Misty. Vera Wang is just known worldwide, but she has no skill." Absolutely. Because Vera Wang is also very different. Is old. Veekee is really more
Not old, child.
No, like I mean like old designs.
Classic. Which one is old?
Veekee, I don't think the word is even classic, to be fair. Because
what is it?
I'm just saying it's older designs. Veekee is leaning more towards more modern, newer designs with the corset and all. We are expecting that to be Vera Wang. Do you know what I mean? So I don't even think there's any comparison. There's people that are still going to want to wear Vera Wang just because they consider
they're completely different.
Like CC saying, I don't think we should be comparing. And quite frankly, if we want to take it there, at this point with where fashion is Veekee James probably appeals more to like the Black community.
Yeah.
Vera Wang appeals to the white community because that is, different audience, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes. Abby saying, says MJs, I agree with you. Creatives should charge whatever they want. Absolutely. I hate when they tell creatives what to charge. I hate it. Missy is saying Vera Wang is just a name. Her clothing seems regular to me at this point. They're regular because Veekee James is giving us corset. And look at what Veekee James is wearing in this picture I put on the screen. Look at, it's not the same. I don't know anything about Veekee James, so I have nothing meaningful to contribute. Okay, sis, I appreciate you being here. Anyway, Cece said they have been exposed many times. Oh, Cece, I don't know this people's topic. No concern me. Veekee is just as good or even better than Vera Wang. We need to stop devaluing our African. Exactly, they are different. I don't even think it's about they are different. Vera Wang also, he's very classic, simple designs. It's not the same.
Yeah, can I ask a question, Abby?
Yes,
No
sir. Go ahead.
Oh, this is just for you and Stacy. For instance, if you ladies want to have a very prestigious wedding, a wedding that is not too loud but is classy, and you want everything to show elegance in African style, will you choose Veekee James to style you, or like to make your dress, or you will choose that, say one go, what do you call the other lady? Who would you choose?
I wouldn't choose Veekee James. Her style of dresses is not my personal taste, so I wouldn't choose her. No.
Why?
The clothes that she makes is not my style. I don't like all that very corset, shiny material. It's just not me. So I wouldn't necessarily go for Veekee James. There's nothing wrong with that outfit.
Wait, Sissy. You're saying right now you wouldn't want people to admire your curves, your shape.
They'll still admire my curves, whatever I wear, but her style of outfit, how she sews the gowns, and it's just not my style. Just like the other lady who did Chroma's dress, the way those outfits that she makes, the lace, and it's just not me. So it's your preference, isn't it? At the end of the day, not just because it's Veekee James, I'm gonna run and start buying clothes from her. No, she wouldn't be somebody who, if I'm doing a wedding dress, she doesn't come to mind. Maybe if I'm doing the Yoruba part of my wedding and I want to have that, very obnoxious, do the Lagos outfit, maybe she's the one that I can go to because she fits that. But if I really want to do like what I like, as in what Cece likes, I'm a very simple person. I don't like all this loud, these outfits. It's just not me. They look good on other people, but it just gives prom
Sissy,
outfits.
you are
Yeah.
getting married to my brother. We are Yorubas. We like
Uncle Ben, we're not doing a
glamour.
Yoruba wedding.
Oh, you lie, Sissy. We taking your wedding all the way to
Hey, on
Yoruba.
top of our wedding.
Let me just warn you ahead of time now.
Well,
I'll
I'm
be high
telling
about
you,
you.
we're waiting for Abby's own wedding. Please, don't wait for mine. Mine is very
You are looking
small,
for trouble,
intimate,
Sissy.
I
and
could
Let me
do
just tell you,
that.
go
I
on.
Sissy.
already know my
Let me
wedding.
warn
I
you
can
ahead of
literally
time,
get married
Sissy.
on the beach, my partner in shorts, and me in
Sissy,
just a nice summer
we are
dress
not
and keep
doing
pushing.
none of that. We are having our Yoruba style wedding. We don't even do number of guests. Everybody, we bomb
Uncle
that
Ben, you're
wedding.
paying. No worry, you're paying. I know.
Just for you to
We'll
have no
carry out to
verse.
Bora Bora.
That's why you shouldn't like let me and Sissy be here at the same time. But
I'm going to
anyway,
use
Abby,
after
you
this.
don't answer
I'm going
my
to create.
question.
I'm going to
No,
create
it's just
my own
about the
thing.
style. Her style, the outfits that she makes, the designs are not. It's not really me. So she wouldn't be my go-to designer. That's just it. No, so I wouldn't choose Veekee James. Abby.
Okay.
Okay. For me, I already know my white wedding dress designer is not Veekee James.
Ah, really?
I know everything about my wedding. I just don't have a husband. I know practically 90% of the only thing I don't have is husband.
So what's the reason you wouldn't pick a
Because
Veekee
remember that I
James?
This guy,
planned the wedding
And
with
Abby is
Sissy,
Gen Z.
wait, don't let this guy go like this. What did she just say now? That everything is planned, she just waiting for who?
The
husband.
groom now.
Uncle Ben,
Lord of
remember that I
Zachariah.
planned the wedding before, so I'm going to replicate a lot of the things that I believe is my dream wedding, regardless of if the groom is changing.
Abby, bow down. We need to pray for you, Abby.
No, but it's true now.
Almighty
Is
Father,
it not
Lord
true?
Jesus.
So I will not change because it's not. I will not change my wedding ideas. My wedding ideas thing is like Sissy said. In my opinion, I appreciate Veekee James's what's it called, skill and her
Craftsmanship.
talent. But for me, I'm someone who I believe I want to be a classic bride. I want to be a traditional bride, even down to my ashoke and all of these iridescent ashoke and seeing because all these things that they do, I'm not interested in it. I really, really want to say that this girl is on Mekpe. But at the same time, I know that it's going to be contemporary, but I want to be able to look back at my pictures in 10 years and be like, what a look. That's
Yeah,
where I'm
exactly.
coming from. I don't feel like Veekee James would give me that. The only thing I would want Veekee James to do for me is my after party dress.
Exactly. Now you're talking.
After party dress. That's the only thing I can see Veekee James doing. Even in terms of my ashoke, everybody, one of my friends know. You see Auntie Diola Sego, she will come out for me. She does not know yet though, but she will come out for me. That is how back I'm going when it comes. I don't want any of these new designers to touch my ashoke. Auntie Diola Sego, hope you are hearing me. I will disturb you when the time is right. That's it. Okay. Can I read some comments?
Go for it.
Let's go. Abby, show us a picture of Ashoke, please. I'll send it to the, but I know that Auntie, you know what I'm talking about because they do a lot of these like modern iridescent. I'll see if I can find a picture on WhatsApp, you Google this versus that. But I want like proper Ashoke. I don't want those shiny things. I just want to look like a classic Ekpe bride. Mr. Nkonkwo, you know I married Mr. Nkonkwo. Now we have to do Igbo outfits too. So yeah. Adorable is saying she had a workshop for 1.5 billion in Nigeria a few years ago. She's always hyping her price. Yes, this was 2023, I believe, sis. And Tinkus is saying VJ is who she says she is. If that's her price, that's her price. It's business and not everyone is her client. She's not for the general consumption. This is Auntie Inkus's industry. Period. She knows what she's saying. The end. Zeno is saying, I think her audience was okay with this. Of course, it was packed. I saw videos. Dorothy is saying the workshop was well attended. It was, sis, absolutely. Mrs. saying if she had charged $500, many would have attended. I think that she should have, the 1.5 is fine for actual consultation. Maybe 300 to 500 for meet and greet. That's a whole different event altogether. Remember also, sorry, I think it's important to add that whatever you pay towards your consultation, you pay towards your dress. I don't know if anybody knows this. So when you're not gonna pay $10,000 for the main dress, they remove 1.5 from it. So that 1.5 is not actually that expensive if it ends up being part of the full price of the dress. Just to let everybody know that that is how it works. Zeno is saying my friend plan had this stop. It was geared towards brides. So I don't know. I don't think she thought about. Yeah, she did not. It's an afterthought. Even for me, it's an afterthought. She did not. Sister Rose is saying I don't like Vera Wang designs. I find them boring. Exactly, because they're for certain audience. That's what we're saying. Adorable is saying she doesn't use beads all the time. I do believe that because myself, I'm very much into style. I do believe that even if I'm working with Veekee James, my dress may not look like a Veekee James dress because I would insist on certain things. So it's going to be bespoke and exactly what I want. So at the end of the day, it depends on if you're going for the actual Veekee James effect or not. Even the after party dress, it will still be my style. Zeno is saying not my style either. Mr. M just is saying Veekee does classic also. Look at Priscilla's dress. She can make you. I think Priscilla's dress, I knew it was Veekee James as soon as I saw it. There's just something about the way she cuts her corset. I actually saved a picture of that for comparison. Sissy, I saw you unmuted. Did you want to say something?
I said I didn't like Priscilla's dress anyway.
I don't know if I deleted it.
I think it's because I don't like lace. So I'm not a fan of lace. That's just it. Sorry.
Yeah, I saved this. This is a very Veekee James kind of whatever. It's sorry. I could tell. But then again, like this is what I like. I can tell a lot of things. I can tell you where a lot of things are from just by looking at it because I'm always.
Did she do Sharon Oja's dress?
She did Sharon's dress as well. There's a thing about
I liked that dress better. The wedding dress. I'm just trying to see if I can find a picture of it. But yeah.
Yes. So Missy saying corsets, you can't breathe or eat with. You're not supposed to. I was saying the other day that what is oxygen, what is breathing, what is eating? Fashion first. Zeno is saying, did you forget the part where you asked about Cece's choice? Zeno and Uncle Ben, I'm going to block both of you. Adorable is saying, Abby, the bone of your bone is coming. Amen. Incoming. Okonkwo.
Amen.
Period. His Nancy is saying, Abby is me. Oh, when all my sisters got married, aunties would let me be. I started telling them everything is ready, including card and venue, only husband. No, but for real, because I've planned the wedding before, so I know what I want. Since Dupsy is saying, but Veekee James gets inspiration from the Lord. Since I wanted to bring this here, but I didn't want to offend people. It's one of the controversies actually on my list. So you could say never goes out of style. Absolutely. The bone of your bone. Amen. Classic and timeless pieces. Period. I think you say I wouldn't go with VJ for wedding dresses. I'll do media in Nigeria or Pinatonia. She's good for evening wear for me. Absolutely. After party, yeah, she'll touch. Yeah. I think because also like my age and stuff, I can see he's being really playful and whatever with Veekee James. Abby, show us picture of Ashoki. I'll send you to the backstage sheets when I find it. Tubo or Veekee James, I prefer Tubo. Juicy shots. Tubo is touching one of my trad outfits. Absolutely. She's touching at least one. Like I said, my Ashoki is Auntie Diola Sego. Can't take it away from me. Sharon's dress was beautiful, yes. CC Nigerian women and lace 5 and 6. Sharon's wedding was beautiful. I didn't like Priscilla's dress. I agree. Just like Temi Otedola, absolutely. Temi Otedola is yeah. Diola Sego, absolutely. I agree. You are too stubborn, sis, not to. Yes, Diola Sego will come out of retirement. She is by force. Thank God they even know. My people even know her, so very easy. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, what's the next? Whatever. So let's get to the actual topic. I've seen that my 90 minutes is almost up. We have not talked about what we're supposed to talk about. Please, let's get back to what Veekee James and Mr. Femi, shall we? Anyway, so we've talked about her US consultation fees. Now, advice on marriage and financial independence. So, Vicky came out, I don't know, she came out the other day and she said she admires women that don't wait for their husband's money, and it sparked a lot of backlash, right? Critics are arguing that she's glamorizing women who bear household expenses alone, and she's promoting, men who don't hold their own, should I say, carry their own weight in the family, and who don't
I can't hear you, Abby.
and the usual. So I'm going to play the video of what Vicky said, and then we'll take it from there with other people's videos, their own reactions, and our own reaction. Obviously, I will take reactions from Uncle Ben and Cece and anybody else that's willing to come on stage. So here's the video.
And the one that stands out the most is that she does not wait around for her husband's money. She built her home. She worked hard with her own hands. She built her husband. She feeds her children. She feeds her spouse. And the one that stands out the most is that she does not wait around for her husband's money. She built her home. She worked hard with her own hands. She built her husband. She feeds her children. She feeds her spouse.
She's well low. So this got a lot of backlash. People saying that all she does recently is talk about her husband, talk about her marriage, and all of a sudden, for someone who is quite fresh into the whole marriage institution, she talks too much. She gives too many advices about how women should conduct themselves and blah blah blah. Anyway, so Uncle Ben, leave me alone. Uncle Ben says me a message saying we are gossiping. Uncle Ben, are you wondering if you're a woman's business? Are you wondering? But anyway, so yeah, so that's basically the pushback. She's always giving single young women advice. But Auntie, you literally just started this marriage thing now. Are you qualified to give advice? No, that's not my words or me. I think anybody can give advice because sometimes you see things just from being around people, just from reading a lot and all. It's not a matter of if the people that are giving advice want to take your advice, right? I know who to take my advice from, if that makes sense. Anyway, others are also saying that she's focusing too much on her married life and not enough on her work as a designer. I'm not going to lie, I disagree with that. I do think she's keeping a balance. The only difference is that we're used to the Veekee James that was not married. Now she's married, she's added that on to the things that she talks about. But Veekee James is still regularly posts on her her pages that concern her business. She still talks about her, in fact, even more than ever, she does YouTube videos, YouTube shorts about her designs, right? She does more interviews and whatever about her designs. So I'm not going to lie, I do not agree. Uncle Ben, what do you think before I play videos of people's opinions on this?
Okay, once again, thank you for having me, Abby. You're doing a fantastic job. I like this. I love it. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Do we still have CC in the building?
We do.
Okay, good. So basically, I see what Vicky James is doing.
Are you back to
Vicky
this voice
James,
again?
you don't
This is
like
my
it.
uncle.
You don't like the voice, baby girl. I'm a broken system. Okay. So basically, I know Vicky James. Vicky James is giving that daughter of God vibes, and if you if you have heard her story, how she suffered in the hands of men, and finally she found this guy that, with the help of her money, fame, and status, she was able to hold down. Uh, I think she felt that need that we need to educate my fellow sisters out there about keeping your home and marriage. So, going by that video that you played, I think Vicky James did not really said anything bad, to be honest. The only problem is she's still very, very young in marriage to give such advice, because sometimes you look at things from your own perspective, where you are in life. She's a blessed young lady. She makes a lot of money, and she's married to a Yoruba man. And we Yoruba men, we can actually play along. We can give you the word. You know, we cover Yoruba demons here, and I think we touch upon some of their issues. So, because Vicky James' money isn't her problem, I think it's so easy for her to say, "Oh, go ahead and do what you want to do," and all that. But for a lady who maybe she has to walk around the clock, and she have to at least sweat for every dime she got. Telling such lady that just pay this, pay that, I don't think is a good advice. Okay, maybe if she have said it in context, it would have been better. Like if she say, okay, sometimes you can step in to help your husband, but the way she just say it, like, no, it's normal thing. Just take care of the home and all that. Ladies who might listen to that advice, some of them might be married to a man who will take advantage of them. So that's just like my take. Vicky James' advice is not wrong. If you are okay, you are comfortable, if you are in a place whereby money is not a big deal for you and your husband, and of course, if you are married to a man who is ready to step up and play his part in the home, be the head, take care of everything. And you, the wife, you just feel like, I have money, babe. I can, let me do this, let me do that. It makes sense. But again, it's Vicky James' word, and I think she's coming from her own perspective. Uh, that's my take, baby. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Uncle Bam. Cece, what do you think? Do you think that she's a pick Misha?
Oh yeah, she is definitely. But I don't disagree with her in terms of this is the problem with Vicky James. I've said it before. She usually has the right message. It's just the messenger is not the right messenger for the message. That's the problem. Because one, her inexperience in marriage, she talks like she's been in marriage 20, 30 years. She has all the wisdom in the world. Girl, you've only been in your marriage, I don't even think 2 years. She needs to calm down. And this thing, we need to, I know, Abby, you say this a lot, but we need to clarify this thing because it actually irritates me. It irks me. Not that you're saying it, but people say this. We need to differentiate from giving advice and sharing an opinion. Okay? People think that these things are similar. They are not the same thing. Okay? When you give somebody advice, it's usually because you are trying to either tell them what to do or you're trying to help them solve a problem through guiding their decision, right? And at the end of the day, usually, to me, it implies that you'll come together to decide what's the best course of action for that person or that situation. Sharing your opinion, right, is just expressing what you think or what you may feel if that situation was your situation, or if you've seen something happening around people, you can share an opinion. It does not necessarily mean that opinion you're sharing, I'm going to take it, or you don't expect the person to take it. So when people say, "Oh, you can give advice because of you've seen my sister do this, my auntie do," you can't advise me on the same level as somebody who is in it. You can share your opinion, but you shouldn't advise me. Because if you advise me, what standpoint are you coming from when you don't have that experience yourself? That is my problem. And I feel like people that get their backs up at Vicky, she comes from that standpoint a lot. She expresses an opinion. This conversation that she had is her opinion. Oh, women should, your husband is whatever, stand for your husband, do everything in the house. But that's your opinion. Maybe that works for you because you have the money. But to the average Nigerian woman or to the average African woman who is struggling, her and her husband are struggling, is that the right opinion? Is that an advice that you should be given for a conducive household, or even people in the West? So her audience, and sometimes her opinion, she gives an opinion as if it's advice and it's fact. That's her problem. And that's why she always comes under fire. Instead of her to say, listen, guys, this is my opinion. This is what works for me and my household. This is what me and my husband do. Our levels are not the same. She'll sit on her podium and be talking like she knows everything. And that's wrong. Hence why I say giving advice and sharing an opinion, they're not the same thing. And people need to understand, if you are giving me advice as somebody who doesn't have a child, if you're me and you, I'm coming to you for advice for something that's happening with my child. If you are not a parent, you've never had a child, you've never had that experience personally, I will listen to your opinion, but I'm not going to take your advice on that situation, because what standpoint are you coming from? More than likely, I'm going to go back to somebody else who is in a similar situation like myself, who's a parent, maybe following the same thing. And I'll be like, okay, that person has been through what I've gone through. I'm more likely to take their opinion, their advice, because we have the same experience. But if you're sharing an opinion as somebody that doesn't have a child, never birthed a child, never looked after, it's just because you've carried your auntie's baby, you've babysitted children in there, it's not the same. And I feel like we need to differentiate the two and understand where we stand and what you're offering when you offer advice and when you share an opinion. I hope that's clear.
Okay, thank you for that, Sissy. My opinion on advice, no advice, is that advice sometimes is about relatability. And I think that, unfortunately, first of all, I think it's very important to clarify that, in my opinion, and from all of the comments that I have seen, even while I was researching the show, I think that what Nigerians have an issue with, of which, of course, majority of the people talking about Veekee James are Nigerian for obvious reasons, and because she's based in Nigeria. So when I say Nigeria, I even mean more Nigerians based in Nigeria. So they are more concerned about the fact that she's making Femi look small and inadequate, right? That's what I've noticed. And there's a few people that they're like, oh, you just enter marriage now. In fact, a few comments that are compiled, that's what they were insinuating. There's one comment that made me laugh where someone said, Veekee James no believe say she will ever marry for this life. As in, she's so excited to be married, she did not believe that it would ever be her portion, right? So most of them just feel like, the usual Nigerian thing of, even if you're the richer one, cover your husband. So it's you coming from a patriarchal mindset of, regardless of if you're the successful person, of which we know, it is Femi that is meant to, you're supposed to push Femi forward.
I
And you're
agree.
supposed to cover Femi. So you have to remember that it's not me, it's not you, that I don't comment on people's things on social media for my own personal reasons. I don't think is necessary. I don't think it's appropriate. But you have people that are commenting on this, and it's coming from that patriarchal mindset of, as a woman, we hear this all the time. If your salary is 1 million, or your husband's salary is 500K, give him your salary. He's the head of the house. That is the mindset. It's patriarchal, right? However, you have to remember that regardless of the situation, and it can be dangerous, which is why I agree with your take. Regardless of the situation, there are people that will always relate to Veekee James more than they relate to a woman that has been married for 50 years. It can be from a place of, okay, I see this person as a mentor, or maybe they even have the same struggle. For instance, this thing that you said about childbirth, whatever. Personally, I have people that have 20-something-year-olds that have asked me questions because they wanted to see things from my mind, to see if it adds up to what their child may be thinking. I've had situations where someone's mom came to tell me, I'm meeting my daughter's boyfriend for the first time. What do you think are good questions I should ask? And I give her my opinion from what. So people give advice based off of, or people even accept advice based off of relatability as well. I can relate to this particular thing. I may not be able to give advice about a newborn, right? But I can give advice about a 23-year-old based from my lens. And I have that all the time. Even Mom of Five and I, we have this chat all the time as well, based off of that whole Gen Z thing. Whether or not you want to take it is what it is. But a lot of times, even that gap allows you to not see certain things, because again, you're a 50-year-old mother, you can't see whatever. So advice sometimes is based off of who can relate. And of course, as always, there's a spectrum. I can't lie. I've had people that have given me advice that are much younger than me, much older than I am, and I've realized that their advice does not make any sense. Absolutely. I've had, and I say this respectfully, where you're twice my age, but even I can tell that your advice is coming from, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. I appreciate your wisdom, but even age or experience does not often equate good advice, because I've had adults that have tried to steer me the wrong way, because I came and talk about somebody that told me I should bleach my skin so I'll be more desirable. That came from my mother's friend, her age mates. Is that not advice? I've had people that have told me when my ex was moving mad, I should just manage. These guys embarrassing me the whole of Lagos, I should just manage. That was advice from my auntie. No, that's not the life I want. But that's the life that she knows. That's the life that she knows, because in their own what's it called, generation, the husband can bring HIV back home and they will take it anyway. But that's not what I want for myself. So I think when you're taking advice too, or when you're asking advice, it should be based off of what you think that person can even advise. Someone that has a 25-year-old daughter asking me, Abby, from your own lens, so this is what's going on, what do you think I can change? This is what I think, oh, that's fine. But why are you talking about a toddler to me? The most I know about toddlers is my nephews that have baby sats. That's about it. But if somebody else as an auntie wants to come to me for, Abby, how do you deal with whatever your nephews? By all means, I'm an auntie. I'm telling you from my auntie's lens, not from my parents' lens. So that's what I think about advice versus opinion. Let me read a few comments, please. Sister Dipsy is saying the real question is, how does Mr. Atere really feel about dynamics of their financial situation? Does he feel needed? Does he feel like the leader? Is he happy? These are the issues now about with celebrities as well. And this is the reason why people that care about Veekee, I've seen genuine comments like, Veekee, carry your marriage into the house because it's becoming a problem. The scrutiny is becoming an issue. I've seen genuine advice like that for people that have fans, right? But again, Uncle Ben says this all the time. When you're doing all these things in your relationship, you're forgetting that to most of us, it is entertainment. We actually don't care. So how are we going to know if Femi could be happy with this setup? After all, he's the one that was dating his own madam's friend. If I'm dating my madam's friend, that means that the person I'm dating is madam too. The rules are very simple, so he might be fine with the arrangement. This is true now. Since let's also take it there. Since they got married, Femi has increased his he has a cleaning business. The cleaning business has gained more followers. He has employed more people. It is so sometimes that's how it is. The woman could be on top or whatever, but she's even using her influence, her following, her money, her reach to make sure that his business is thriving, and that may be all they need, right? So I just got the.
Can I come in here real quick?
Yes, Uncle Ben, go ahead.
Yeah, just from a man's perspective, man, and I'm speaking from a confident Yoruba man perspective. You know that some of us, we really don't care if the wife is richer than us. Do you know that there are some men that if they are really confident in themselves, the wife's money is really not a factor.
Agree.
So far, the wife is not disrespecting. If she's respectful, she honors where and when she's supposed to honor us. It's really not a big deal. Look, I've shared my own experience before. From the moment I also met my own wife to, I think, even when I started my business and I'm making money in Naira, she lives in America, she works in America. She still makes more money than me. But it doesn't even bother me once. Like my own pride was my ego was so up there that I never knew anything like income tax. This girl we receive income tax in America when we had our first baby, the money went up. She would call me and say, babe, they don't pay income tax. So I actually got $6,000. I got $5,000. How do I send yours? And I'll be like, what are you talking about? I don't need nothing from you. Mind you, I did Nigeria. My first car, na Tokumbo, not even Tokumbo of American use, na Nigerian use Tokumbo. But I have that ego that, come on, babe, I don't need your money. You see what I'm saying? So, in the light of Femi and Veekee, when I look at Femi struck me like a guy who knew exactly what he is doing, and he's not that intimidated. And Femi also struck me like a guy who got Vicky. You know how they will say somebody have their hand wrapped around somebody. Femi fully captures Vicky. He hold Vicky for her like this. So I don't think all of this really bothers him. And that is where my own fear about their marriage comes from. What I mean is this. A lot of Yoruba guys that are well raised and very confident in themselves, when they are married or dating a girl that is richer, they are biding their time, they are growing themselves, they are building a base. And as a woman, when you see how that guy is moving, even you with all your money, now you go the fear say you don't want to lose this guy. I don't know if you understand what I mean now. You,
Yeah.
you feel me? When you see the way the guy is moving, how he's setting himself up, only you will know that even if I tell this guy I'm not doing again, it's not going to even affect him because he's set. So I see Femi like that kind of a guy, that the way he's moving right now, he's doing the right thing. He know attention comes with money. Your wife have that influence. Your wife is well connected and everything, and he's just flying on that connection and everything that Vicky has built without taking away Vicky's stuff from her. So my fear is if Vicky go fuck up, if you no go realize say na Yoruba guy na him marry, if you go turn her one day, say she won't bragado, you go just say your guy go just waka live her like that. But that will not be their portion in Jesus' name. Okay, so I just wanted to like clear that angle that sometimes it's not really the way people look at it. I'm speaking for Yoruba guys. So a lot of Yoruba guys, where they get better head for their head, they are not intimidated by your money. Rather, they will give you all you want, do everything, please you, no issue, and then they will start building themselves. By the time when you go look back, 5 years down the lane, the guy is as strong and as solid as he can ever be. Now you no go even want to lose that this time around. That's all I wanted to add. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Uncle Ben. I'm going to read a few comments and then we'll play videos and react on them. Well, actually, at the end. So, Missy saying our great grandmas took care of the homes without waiting for men. What fucking WFH? Sorry, I struggle with the abbreviations when there's cuss words. What the heck is VJ talking about now? Auntie, focus on your wedding clothes. The V Misty has for VJ. Vicky does speak in a matter of fact tone. Like, yeah, she does. That's the problem. She doesn't speak with humility. And the problem is that people have learned how to be humble until this marriage. So it's a bit odd. Mrs. M. Jones is saying Gypsy thoughts they are both good in their own right. It's all about okay, she's talking about whatever. Here goes AIUB. This Gypsy thought says, I think she is just very self-conscious of the fact that she makes more money than her hobby. She talks about it because it bothers her. It's a manipulation tactic. Don't know. She's doing more harm than good. Mrs. M. Jones says, I got don't depend on your hobby for everything. Have your own and so have your own dollars, have your own money. However, everyone isn't privy to do such, which comes up condescending. That's exactly what we're saying because it's Nigeria that she's just talking to Nigerian women. It's not their reality. And for the most part, Veekee James does no wrong in my eyes. Leave this young rich Jesus baby alone. Sorry, ma. And Sister Sue is saying, I don't think she said anything wrong, honestly. Also, let's remember where she's coming from. She was raised by a single mother and worked hard her way to the top. Independent women understand this. Since M. Jones, women have been doing that for years. So, what's the advice that she's dispensing? I roll. Misty is also replying, Dipsy, he is pampered and giving financial support. Why would he complain? He will sit it out and enjoy this. Sissy saying, I agree, it's our audience of women in Nigeria. It will never hit well. It won't because it's still patriarchal very much. Sis Gypsy is saying, I missed that comment. My thing is, Vicky isn't moving with wisdom and discretion. Also, women who overshare like this are overcompensating for their insecurity. I agree. Cho on the internet generally. I think she
I
feels very
agree.
insecure. Also, remember, she may be under pressure. She lives in Nigeria with her hubby. She may just be using money to deflect people from talking about something else. Ooh. It's already saying she doesn't talk like a confident person. She talks like she's afraid and low key braggadocious. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Sis O'Shea, like Uncle Ben says, welcome, sis. The best thing Vicky can do is stop talking and face her business and marriage out of the public eye. I really want her to take this marriage inside. Drop a few pictures here and there. Because obviously Femi is now one of her models. She's a fashion designer. Femi is now one of her models. He wears Veekee James man, whatever. He's one of the first people that has worn that line. Drop pictures for us here and there and keep it moving. We shall see. But Femi, I no go talk. Sister Dipsy is saying overall it would be better if she kept silent and focused on her business and her home in private. I agree. Missy is saying, Abby, remind viewers to like, please. Viewers, can you please like? Can you share and can you subscribe as well if you haven't? Thank you so much. Sister Shay is saying, exactly. She's not tender in her approach. She should stop using reverse psychology. She can empower women without throwing off. I agree. Sis AY is here. Gang. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you. Thank you for coming, sis. Hope had a topic. People need to leave Vicky alone. I beg. 1 minute they want it cheap. Well, now our job be this now. We can't leave her alone. Now our job be this. Anyway, I'm going to play a few videos and then you know how we do. We hear what people's thoughts are. Add our 2 cents if we have any and keep it moving. Video number 1.
Is that she does not wait around for her husband's money. She beats her home. She works back with her own hands. She beats her husband. She beats her children. She beats her spouse.
I don't know. I don't. Vicky is like, she's just one virtuous woman that I don't aspire to be. I don't know what it is between her and public platforms. It seems like her messages, it just never comes out right. Now, she and Femi, they seem like they have an amazing relationship from the outside looking in. But when she makes her statements, it's almost kind of belittling to Femi. Now, we know that Femi is not where she is financially. And it works for them. It seems like she loves it. So, in fact, it seems like she loves it more than him. But you cannot continue to project your life and the way you do things as a woman onto other people. It's just not okay, because a man is a man. I don't know why a lot of you women are hell-bent on trying to coddle men, but what is a man there for at the end of the day? You coming out to say that you admire women that cook, clean, still feed the children, feed the men, and still chest bills is... And I'm not even speaking from, let me use myself for an example. I'm not even speaking from somebody like I'm in a marriage that my husband pays 100% for everything. No, it's not 50-50, but it's not 100-0. I know my husband, he chests a huge chunk of our bills, and I come in where I'm supposed to, which is like food shopping, and the little bills here and there. But I'm not, just because I do that, I'm not about to make the women that actually are in 100-0 relationships where the husband is paying 100% for everything start to try to look down on them and make them feel some type of way. The only thing I will always say is that as a woman, you just make sure you have your own income. Make sure you have your own income. Make sure you don't marry a bum. That's it. But it's your own, and your matter is always long. Anyways, I guess at the end of the day, you just do what works for your marriage. That's it. Me, I have a headache. Wait, did you guys see the white girl's face? Like, girl, what you talking about? She was like, what you talking about?
First of all, before you come in, I've seen you were muted. Let me thank Sister Sue, because my Bora hey, Chinekele, this Bora, it go
Thank
hot.
you, Sue.
This Bora, and Uncle Ben will not be there to feel the hotness. That's even the Uncle Ben. I feel sad for you because this Bora, it's gonna be hot. Bora Bora 2027, here we come. Sister Sue, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, sis. Sissy, what do you have to
Yeah.
say?
I agree with what the person, the TikTok thing was just saying, because I think when the other day everybody was in uproar about what's the guy's name? Pastor, is it Pastor Kingsley? When he
Yeah.
was saying, "Oh, men shouldn't, men shouldn't, whatever." Everybody was shouting, so what will men do? What will men do? Men need to be, the men of their household, blah, 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 blah. Now, Veekee James is coming and saying, "Oh, ladies, you guys, leave the men, do everything, cool, clean, pay bills." I mean, all the messages are always conflicting, right? So ultimately, do what works for you in your household. If it works for you to pay all your husband's bills, fine. But in a society like Nigeria, which is very patriarchal, African men usually tend to want to be the one in charge. Why are you taking that thing? I would have preferred her message if she was like, "Look, ladies, it's important when you're married to support your man. When your man falls short, let him you should have like we tell women, be empowered, right? Have your
Yeah.
money,
Have your own money.
build your money." But that message of you should do this, you should do everything, I mean, it's just selling that single, being married and single. Because I don't need to be married if I'm paying all my bills, doing everything for myself right now. Why do I need to be with a man and still be doing the same thing that I was doing when I was single? To me, it doesn't make sense. So she came out and said, as a wife, make sure that you build yourself, that you always have something you're doing, focus on the business, so that if your husband falls in hard times, you're able to come in and support your husband. If she said that, it's a completely different conversation. It's still kind of giving the preference that your husband is still in charge financially. But when he falls short, you should, as a woman, you should be able to step in.
Have your
But if
own.
you take the complete cover away and say, "Oh, you should pay bill, you should do this, you should look after kids," what is the difference from any woman that's single right now? The message is confused. The other day, men were saying that they don't want to provide, women should provide. Everybody was shouting. She's now coming saying women should do it. Basically, women should provide. What's the message? So as usual, she has the right message. Just her delivery and the way that she expresses her opinion, it's always got K leg. Always, that's the problem. But
See, we still
yeah,
want women to provide. Remember
Uncle Ben,
equality.
women cannot be the providers in a marriage. Then we're not married.
What's wrong?
We're
What's wrong with women
roommates.
being a provider?
Don't
A woman is
You
not a
make more
provider.
money, you
come and
provide. You make more money, you
No,
provide.
even if I
What
make more
happened to
money than my
women
husband, I
taking
will still want my
taking the
husband to be
husband to
taking care of the
Dubai?
bills.
Sissy,
Even if
don't
I
look for
make
my
more money
trouble.
than my husband, I will still expect him to take care of the majority of the bills within his capacity. If it means, do you understand? Because that's his responsibility. I'm not in the relationship to provide. No, I'm there to support. I'm playing a supportive role. I'm not the main character. So if that's what she's saying, which is basically what she's preaching, it's the wrong message. Because in the society that we live in, most men want to be the providers. They don't want the wife to provide. Because if I'm providing, then everything that's happening in the house is my rules, is my way. Most men in Africa are not going to go for that. So what are we doing? I'm providing, you're making the rules, I'm looking after the kids, you're making the rules, but I'm paying all the bills. No, sorry,
That
that
is
doesn't work.
that is the definition of a virtuous woman. Come
Oh
on,
no,
sis.
not in my Bible. Maybe your Bible, not my Bible. Sorry,
The same Bible we are reading.
no, it's not the same Bible, Uncle Ben. Your Bible is the patriarchal, misogynistic, all the eggs
Ha ha ha. Don't
together.
go there. Please don't go there. I be one your guest. I be one your guest.
uh,
I'm
all
not,
the
let's
all
get
the Ozanistics under your Bible. That's your own Bible. Our Bible is not that. A woman is there to support. I always will tell women, have your own money, have something that you have going in. Do not marry a man because you want him to lift you out of poverty. No. Just like a man shouldn't marry a woman to lift him out of poverty and for someone to sleep. No, have your own stuff so that when you two come together, you can do things together. But the man should be the one that should be responsible, because as a woman, eventually that respect that you have for him, it will become zero. If you are the one doing all the donkey work, and on top of that, you're paying for everything, and then on top of that, he's still climbing you at night, your respect level for that man will become minus 100. It's not gonna work. Maybe if you're Oyibo or you're in the West, maybe, because here it's a different mindset. But us Africans, we know ourselves. So let's stop pretending and trying to act like it's something that it's not. Most men, their ego will not allow them to take a back seat and let the woman earn more, make the rules. It's not gonna work. So I'm sorry, as the man, you need to provide. I'll be there to support. And that's the best that we can do together.
The end.
I be
Okay.
one CC. CC is triggering me. One CC now.
So, Ben, you are doing show tomorrow. You should carry your Tom and Jerry Kinney to the show tomorrow. That both of
Oh,
you
it's
are
me and
hosting.
Uncle Ben today. Yesterday was it has been you and Uncle Ben since. Today it's me and Uncle.
Remember that this is a
You
bougie
talking?
show. So let's
You
continue
talking?
tomorrow on Uncle Ben's own show.
I will
Let's
run back all the tapes of you and Uncle Ben going at it. It's not even Tom and Jerry. Mm.
What's Uncle
But
Ben and I was even looking for a Tom and Jerry picture on the internet to add it to the screen because
what do you think,
okay,
Abby?
I don't think anything. I've Sissy, you said it all. You actually said it all. I'm even tired of this feminism. I'm tired because okay, the feminists are mad at Veekee James, but you say feminists too 50-50-50-50-50-50, but you don't want to pay bills. Let's make it make sense. If you want to be a feminist, you have to know that everything, including bills, has to be 50-50. We can't continue like this. You have to understand that the man is not taking your car to the and what's it called to put petrol in it. You have to understand that you have to change your tires. Like we need to keep. That's why you need to keep balance. Just understand that regardless of feminism, just know what you are saying. Understand that there's also gender roles, and there's many situations where men have to come in. Other situations where women are just better. Can't take it away from each other. That's all me I have to say. Please let me read comments. I can play the next video. I don't know if I'm going to have to start finding myself. I'm over by 30 minutes. Sister AY is saying also she said who she looks up to, not telling anybody who's what to do in their marriage. That's why I actually said earlier, I don't think you were here, that when it comes to advice or whatever, it's actually a spectrum because there's people that will maybe they have the same trajectory as her. Maybe they have married somebody that is not as financially buoyant as them. They grew up in a jegule. They are tailors. There's people that will always relate to her. It's just that she doesn't say it in a way where she's saying, she makes it seem like her word is final in a sense. She says it with a lot of condescension.
Conviction.
Yes, and she's
Conviction.
also quite condescending as well, not
Yeah.
realizing where you've come from a jegule and you should know better. Sister Rose is saying proud servant. I'm just saying she needs to find a good therapist to go talk to and so she can get advice to take marriage inside. Me, I don't see anything wrong in what she says, to be honest. The hate on Veekee James is too much. It's getting too much. Talk say make you look up to woman who they from Proverb 31. I think again, similar to to Burna Boy we're talking about, it's not a one-off thing. I think that's the situation where you keep going on and on about something. It's only a matter of time. Like she has this whole thing where I don't know. While for who get opinion on who inspired them. Companionship is the difference. You be provide and still produce kids, cook, clean up, and pick up. Okay, oh, exactly. It's too much on the woman at this point because single and supportive married spouse. Okay. CC is on Proverbs 32 and 33. She's AY saying, but she didn't say all this now. She didn't say she pays all the bills, but CC, she insinuates it. It's not the first time she's saying these things, is AY. She insinuates, that's the issue. And that's why we're saying that ultimately we need her to talk less. All these things are not even necessary because at the end of the day, I actually don't care about Veekee James. That's the truth. We always forget. It's entertainment. Like I said, now my work with this. I'm just coming here to talk about it. I finish, I go to bed. I don't care. And that I wish a lot of celebrities understood this more and really, really filtered out what they decide to bring to the internet. I don't know what the issue is. Sister O'Shea is saying marriage is not an enslavement for the woman. Exactly. Proverbs 32 and 33. Missing, get out, please. Okay. Saya, tire for her. Laugh aloud. At this point, I'm using the feminist term because their core feminists are very contradictory. Yeah, it's very contradictory. Abby, is feminism really about 50-50, or you're just joking? I'm not just joking. That's what it. That's the definition. It's not me. I did not write dictionary. Because I remember the other day someone was saying about equity. It's not me that wrote dictionary. It's not about equity. Because when you want to now start that whole thing of equity, if a man gives you 1%, what's 1% going to do for you? So we need to also be very careful about the words we put out. You say you want equity. If a man gives you 1%, what is 1% out of 100 going to do for you? So we need to be careful with terminology. All I'm saying, generally, even on this feminism talk, my general idea is let everybody just marry a kind person. First things first, a kind person is most likely going to be a feminist, because that person will understand that you're tired to cook today, so he's not going to say you belong in the kitchen. That's actually my whole take when it comes to feminism and marriage. Nobody has to come and start shouting, I'm a feminist, I'm a misogynist. Simple rules. Your wife is dedicated and all. You can tell that she's tired. You can tell that she's had a long week. Let everybody just be knowing what they are doing for their spouses. I think it's very easy. Let men understand. Uncle Ben told us the other day about how my auntie's car broke down. He had to. Very, very simple things. Know your place in the house. Your wife does not empty the dustbin. You know that. Everybody knows, okay, I'm the better cook. I have family where one of my aunties, for instance, her husband cooks beans, because that is that's his thing. She doesn't bother, but she cooks all the soups. I know sometimes it's like that. Sometimes fathers are better with certain things where their kids are concerned, whether it's homework or whatever. Everybody know your parts in the marriage and just act accordingly. And if the husband cannot do it, wives, feeling. I don't even think this feminism thing is hard and we should be dragging it. But just be careful when you're asking for equity. If they give you 1%, hope is going to be enough for you. That's all I'm saying. If you see your spouse as equals, whether you want to say 50-50, whether equals to you is 70-30, equals, meaning you see them as a fellow human being, woman or man, I think you act accordingly. And you're not a wicked person. You're not a witch. You're not a wizard. Feminism, misogyny, can't even speak English. Feminism, misogyny will not be a problem. That's my opinion. That's all I have to say.
And can I just add, when men we're gonna say Femi, for example, if his wife is the high earner and he's going to his boys' hangout with people like Uncle Ben, traditionalist Yoruba men, and they know his wife is the one paying for everything, don't insult him and say, "Oh, guy, you're not a man. You need to go back and be the man of your house." That's also the conversations that men are having with other men, poking their nose and making comments like that to bring down the man when there's no problem in their marriage. It's working for them, but their male friends will have an opinion and now start causing problems, maybe with the man's mindset. I had an incident. I had one of my friends. She was telling me that she had some in-laws that came. One of them was like an uncle of her husband, and she has a type of job where she's normally away from home. So the husband, he works closer to home. He does everything. He's very domesticated. He looks after the boys. So he was looking after the boys, and then this particular uncle came to their house, and he was bathing the boys, getting them ready for bed because she'll be coming back from work. Do you know that this man sat down his in-law and was like, "Oh, this is very bad. Your wife should be the one doing this. Why are you always the one looking after your bathing the kids? Every time that he comes there, he's usually the one doing the nighttime routine with the kids." And my friend's husband was just like, "Excuse me, this is what works for us. I don't need to explain myself to you." Do you understand? So I feel like a lot of men as well.
He's also bonding with his children, for Christ's sake.
He's bonding with his kids. Has he come to complain to you? No, it's what works for their family for now, right? But that comment he made, and he went around saying that to people that, he went to their house and it's always the husband that every time he's the one picking the children, he's doing these. The husband lives down, he works locally. The wife works somewhere else. Even so, is that your business? Why does it bother you what somebody is doing and how they're running their household? So I feel like men also, when they see men that are stepping up and doing what they need to do, that's not the conventional, traditional things. Mind your business and don't make comments.
Yeah.
So
they have a deal. Absolutely. Let me just read a few more comments and then play the next video. Anyone can
I'm sorry, Abby. If you can give me just 1 minute to say something.
Ben, can you promise it to be 1 minute?
He cannot.
If CC,
And
if
Put
Sissy,
on
CC,
can you
his
if
promise
put
that
on
you're
CC
his
not going to
do
coconut
not,
fight
head
Uncle
voice.
Ben?
if
Go
CC
ahead,
doesn't
sir.
interject, if CC doesn't
I'm not gonna interject.
interject
Go for it.
and
You have already
interrupt
started,
an
already started calling
argumentative,
Sissy's name. Uncle
so
Ben, go for
CC,
it.
CC is trying to paint a narrative that me and my brotherhood, when we see a brother that the wife has wear pata on his head, Sissy, do you know what is pata?
Which one is pata? This comment that you're making is what I'm talking about.
These are
What
the
is
Okay,
issues.
you
pata?
don't know
Oh
what is
my God,
pata.
Sissy and Uncle
It's
Ben.
See,
pants, right? What do you mean?
yeah. So
This is
you are
what this comment
saying
you're making, Uncle Ben, is what I just said. But continue.
what you just said. When a man is behaving like a man who wear pata, the men have to wake him up and say, bro, open your eyes. That's my 1 minute. Thank you.
Sissy, let's just let
Abby,
it
did I
go.
not just say this? Did I not just say this?
It's the fact that Uncle Ben say if Sissy does not interrupt, but you started the talk with Sissy. Now you don't want Sissy to. How will Sissy not say something now, Uncle Ben? When you started
Please
what you
ask
wanted to
him.
say with her name.
Ask him. But is this not what I'm just saying?
We're
Men
saying
will
the same
see
thing.
men will see other men doing things that work for their household, and they'll want to make comments. Oh, your wife is putting pata on your head. Oh, you're a woman rapper. No, it's doing that because that's what works in the household. Why is that your
Abby,
business? Hmm?
Abby, did you see Sister Inka comment?
I'm
Say
waiting
that's
for
why
you
some people don't want people to stay overnight in their house.
Very
exactly.
That they are
true.
nosy.
Let me read comments. Since AY is saying anyone can do any task, no assigned roles. It's not that hard to be kind and considerate. See, Sophie is saying thanks for the explanation. Kindness is very important to me. I don't know about you. I know all the time I come here to say I'm a feminist and all because I actually am a feminist. And like I always say, everybody should be feminist. But at the end of the day, this thing is not that hard. Don't see feminism as one bad situation. It's just a case of everybody sees each other as equal. If you marry your friend, marry someone that likes you, marry someone that loves you, he's going to be feminist too because guess what? He's not going to think you belong in the kitchen. Guess what? He's going to support your dreams. He's going to push you to be a better version of yourself. That is feminism. So let's not overthink this feminism sometimes where marriage or relationships are concerned. If you marry the right person that loves you, all of that, you're giving everything aligns, he's going to be feminist. He's going to want his daughter to do amazing things too. That's what people forget about feminism. You marry a man that is trashy towards women. How about your daughter? How about your son? What are you going to learn? So you want to marry a feminist too. Anyway, so Elizabeth said my problem with Vicky is that she behaves as if she marry closed door. Overall, I like her, but the marriage of a thing is really getting to her head. She's really excited to be married. Since I'm just saying a kind, compassionate, integral, sensible person is one of the main characters for me. Absolutely. I feel like that all of those things also would fall under feminism. Auntie Yinkus is saying folks need to learn to mind their business and let folks run their household as it works for them. Absolutely. Today, I say my dad cooks for us and will drop it off for us each. Cooks for mom, see, ain't nothing wrong. Exactly. Same. I grew up in that kind of home as well. Do you know he's saying please like? I think he's saying that's why some couples do not entertain overnight guests in their homes because folks be nosy as hell. Honestly. Sam just saying, Sissy, that in-law was jealous and trying to sow seeds with his toxic masculinity energy. Absolutely. She's AY saying one thing I can say is just marry someone you respect enough to follow, and that is kind. She cannot. Absolutely. What the heck is pata? Pata is pants, says Misty. Pata is pants. I think you say my hubby doesn't care. If you run your mouth, he will tell you he will tell you to your face that this is his home and this is how he will run things. He won't mince words. Period. He's AY. Clock it. Per. Hey, let me play the next video. Having Sissy and Uncle Ben as guests. There's no way I could have managed
Dynamic combo.
There's no way I could have managed 90 minutes. So let me not even play with myself. Let me play another one that's cheap.
Women who are successful, very successful, or women who are successful, let's put it that way, would not see anything wrong with what Veekee James has said because, of course, you have your own money. You'll be proud. So you'll be proud that you have your own money and you would be happy to spend your own money. But women who are not successful, at all, or women who are alabodo, I don't know what that means in English, but women that likes to just wait around for the husband money, or genuinely wicked people, will see something wrong in what Veekee James has said. Veekee James has a target audience, and surely many people that are complaining about what she said are not part of the target audience. So she's talking about virtuous women, and she said, I watched the full video. What she said was, she admires, in capital letters, she admires women who are able to take care of their home without waiting for their husband. But I see that people are so pained, people are so angry at what she said. And I feel like people do not listen to what Veekee James says. They don't like her at all. Because if they do, they would not be so angry at what she said. She's merely telling you that you should be able to support your partner. You should be able to support your husband. You should be able to, to stand in when your husband cannot do stuff. If you are part of the people that feel like, oh, my husband is going to do all of the things for me, my husband is going to pay whatever, my husband is going to... Just setting up yourself for failure. Let's take a look at the old generation, like I'm talking about African, old Nigerian generation. Many people, when their husband dies, they cannot carry on the legacy because they don't have any money to themselves. They don't have any money in their own account. They relied and solely dependent on their husband. So when their husband dies, they can't take care of the family. That's why we have so much poverty in the country. If women and men are both empowered the same way, and then we contribute in the maintenance and the running of the home, of the family, you would be able to grow faster, and you'd be able to have some residual income, not just there sitting there and waiting to kill the husband. Is the husband not entitled to save? Is the husband not entitled to do big things?
Okay, I want to do something.
The most is that she does not wait around for her husband's money. And the one that stands out the most is that she does not wait around for her husband's money.
Okay, sorry, I wanted to check something. I couldn't remember what terminology she used. Okay, so here's the thing. I already said yesterday that for me, I actually do not think that what Veekee said is wrong. And that's why I have compiled videos that are on both sides for that reason. I've compiled videos from the women that are, virtuous women, Proverbs 31, and then the opposite, the ones that are rebels. What are we going to call them? For that reason, because I don't think what Veekee said is wrong. Again, similar to Burna Boy's situation, it is a case of why do you keep doing this? It is the tone as well. Now, personally, what would I have done differently, or what do I think Veekee could have said? Imagine Veekee said, the thing is, we don't even have the. I went to find the rest of the stuff, right? And there's no real context that could have made this sound any different. I think what it is now is saying that is again what Sisi was trying to say, or even the first video I played, that Eki lady, where she said the issue here most of the time is you say certain things and make it seem like the other people that are not doing what you're doing, something is wrong with them, and their head is not correct, right? Imagine Veekee saying something along the lines of, my advice or my opinion on this whole thing is that as a woman, have your money. As a woman, make sure that you always hold your own. As a woman, always make sure that you're able to step in when necessary, even while your husband leads. And then now imagine what she said. Compare what I just said to the woman that stands out. So the rest that don't do this your method, what is wrong with them? Do you understand? That is what people don't understand about Veekee's whatever. And then you have a patriarchal system as well in place where the women are saying that all of these things kind of make it seem like your husband is not pulling his weight. Because it seems like every opportunity. I've never heard Veekee, I mean, I have heard as well, but imagine Veekee's even saying stuff like, imagine she even starts this out with, Femi, just from a patriarchal standpoint, or not to me, I don't care for that, but just because of the audience that she's speaking to, Femi, my amazing husband, she doesn't fail to tell us that she loves him and is amazing. He leads our home, but I'm always there to support when needed. I think the problem here is in the wording. The problem here is that there's a lot of condescension. You're basically saying that you're better than women that do the opposite. But actually, A lot of women do this, and that's what Missy was saying. I don't know any Nigerian woman that does not chip in. It's not everything. Toothpaste has finished. I don't know. You will not call your husband. Any man that is married to a woman that say toothpaste has finished, I don't know how you're coping, because it's not normal either. It's not normal. So making it seem like it's a new phenomenon is very, very funny to me. I don't know any woman that doesn't chip in. I mean, did you know any woman that doesn't chip in? I don't know any woman that doesn't buy her husband presents. That doesn't cook to make her husband feel special, her man feel special. That doesn't clean. That doesn't pack for her husband. I don't know any woman that doesn't do it. Maybe there are women that don't do it. I don't know them. I don't know any Nigerian woman that isn't set up that way. So what are we even talking about here? Why is it necessary? So that's what I wanted to check. Sissy, do you have anything to add?
No, I agree. A lot of women are mothers, are aunties, are great grandmothers. They were doing this already. They just didn't come out to say it online, So it's not a new thing that she's talking about. I agree.
Thank you, sis. Uncle Ben, do you have anything to say if I move on to next?
Nothing much to say, but how about you encourage sisters to help us spend more, not those like toothpaste thing, like sometimes buy car, give husband.
Uncle Ben, don't.
Don't be a chioma and buy your man a bag. Buy him what is it, G-Wagon.
Sissy,
Uncle Ben, but
be
you
a
get
good
my point. She
wife.
seem like women.
Be a good wife.
Like
Buy
women
2 plot
for
of land. Just give it to
No.
husband.
Light
Uncle
work,
Ben, and when I say
baby,
that
light
to
work.
face, because I feel like the way this woman sounds, it sounds like someone that women call their husbands for everything, and it's not true. Women take care of a lot of things. Women cover me. I'm around women that have covered men. Nobody knows. I won't even know. How will you know? Who will tell you? Do you understand? It's when you get older and you start to see these things. You start to see these things that mothers also hold their own in most situations. But I know people's situation is different. Me, I'm just not around women like that. Even Sissy says it. Sissy that preaches soft life. Everything she said here. She has told us so many times about how she will buy presents, she will plan trips, because that's how it's supposed to be. Your man is pulling his weight.
Of course. Please, that's the least I can do.
Exactly. So come on. Let's not make it seem like women are just there not doing anything. That's not true. And as you can say, Vicky has good intentions, but she's not speaking balance into the situation. It's the way she said it. I agree with her, but due to the audience, it needs to be clearly defined. Thank you, Ma. Her audience is still Nigerian, and there's a whole patriarchal system right there.
Exactly.
Say why saying we can save now, but him saving himself, what is he saving for? I beg, but I'm not saving for her. She say why? After all the things you said in this comment section, you don't want him to save. Since Dupsy is saying, aspire to be Proverbs 31 at your own risk. Successful women don't have to overshalaye. They know how to keep the home and business dynamics very separate. Thank you, sis. She forgot that part of Proverbs 31 is there. Proverbs 31 does not say you should shalaye. So are you fully a Proverbs 31 woman if you talk to them much? See, these are the issues. If we get into it now, Sunday school is coming. Let me not get into Sunday school today. Since Osha is saying it is well within her scope to preach women empowerment, but she sounds like she's throwing it off on women. Thank you. She seems like she's doing the opposite and actually being a pick-me and speaking for men.
She's always been a pick-me.
Meanwhile, thank you for this comment, because she's actually meant to be speaking on women empowerment, because who else will speak? And this woman is 31 at this point. So she's an inspiration to have come this far as only 31. With her trajectory living in a Jegule, there's nobody more qualified to talk about empowerment, especially where young women are concerned than her. Especially young women that are using handwork and not degrees. Nobody else more qualified. Her and Tubo is also early 30s. I mean, 30. Tubo is early 30s, 31 as well. They are actually women that are well within, the scope too. But you need to make it sound like women empowerment. Don't putting down women and making it seem like you're better. Or you have everything figured out. Because Vicky, if we came and lived in your house, you know that you don't have everything figured out.
Jesus.
Uncle Ben, what's happening?
Vicky is picking up for we brothers. She's helping our ministry. Okay.
Okay, Uncle Ben. Sister Oshe is saying her tone is off. Sister Wewa is saying there are Owabi, there are my love. Some women will go to the extent just to prove a point. Shusha. Say why is saying not the only points? You be please, let's be serious. Your blocking is coming. Leave my uncle alone. Sis Dipsy is saying, well said, sis. Missy saying, see you be going overboard. Are you ready to cry in Lamborghini? Please, oh, I believe me. I think you're saying women cover a whole lot of things. We carry our helper role very seriously. Thank you. Sometimes to our own detriment. That's why one has to be careful. There's a fine line. No need to shalaye. Just don't overdo. Auntie Inku has been spoken about. If you don't follow Auntie Inku on YouTube, go and check her out. She's spoken about this a lot, about even losing yourself and getting yourself back. Go and follow her. She has all of this series. Very helpful on this topic. I remember watching one of her videos. I can't remember what it's titled now, Auntie Inku. I don't know if you can help us. When she was talking about women that you go and overdo and lose yourself and having to now come back and get it happens. Do we not all have aunties and cousins and moms and all, you know? Today why is saying when you put it in that way you did with her qualification to speak on this, I actually agree. Laugh, I beg, I try to defend her. See, I like Veekee James. One thing about me, I like successful women, so I wouldn't fight for them if anything. It's just that I think also you need to remember that when you're successful, again, let's bring it back to this burner issue. You need to know how to move, because it's very easy for people to scrutinize you. People are going to pick at like anything that they want to, put it apart. That's how it works when you're successful. So you need to even carry yourself very differently when you're opinionated, when you're young and successful, and you're intelligent, and then eloquent on top. You need to move. You need to move accordingly. Auntie Yunkus is saying that does not sound like women empowerment. Imagine if that lady video I posted backstage had Veekee as a role model. That young lady's life would be in a serious turmoil. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. It is the way she is not. It doesn't land the way it's supposed to land. She's sounding like a pick me. That's why I give an example of what she should have said, instead of those are the women that stand out. So the other women that don't stand out because of by your own terms. Now they are useless now. But you're meant to be empowering women. Come on. Let me play the next video so we can start to round up. Because we can sleep here if we're not careful. Next video.
Veekee James, I feel like you need to focus your time on something else. Focus on that. Focus on it right now. Leave women alone. Not everybody will be like you, and not everybody will live by your foot. You've. I don't know how to read it. It was your own destiny. I mean, if you don't even carry the responsibility, who was going to carry the responsibility before? So please, you already confirm it to us now, and confirm it exactly to everybody that you're the one carrying the responsibility of the house. But doesn't mean we should carry it. That's your own destiny. It's your cross. Please carry it. Don't advise any other person, because you're just giving all these men liver. Because I don't understand why you tell me you appreciate women that don't wait for their man money. If I don't wait for my man's money, whose money am I going to wait for? Mind you, not my man's money, my husband money. Ejo, Tani Jackie Chan. Who is the Jackie Chan? I will go and work, and that man will expect me to come back, still feed the family with my own money. Wàá ní pé kí má máa pàṣẹ inú ilé, kò possible. Tó bá lè ṣiṣẹ́ wàá ṣàfọ̀bọ̀. For idiom, torí mi lè share everything papọ̀. So is that you choose one? Is that you are the head or you are the tail? Choose one. You stay in that position that God kept you, or you go to the other side. So when I'm not coming out, I'm not passion for it. Obey me. Tí bá pàṣẹ fún ẹ kó wàá fọ̀bọ̀, wàá fọṣọ. Torí I don't understand. Women I don't understand. What are you saying, Veekee James? What are you saying? What are you saying? I feel like this women conference, make they advise people. They allow people live their life. Because sometimes they used to mislead people. Now all those women now that they will be the one to work and still feed the husband. That's why the husband will have enough of time in his hands to be doing rubbish. When he knows that, oh, my wife is taking care of the whole responsibility. Don't worry. I don't need to do anything. They will have a lot of time and a lot of money. To go and shit. I will not give him that time and space. He must bring money. He must take care of me. And he will take care of all the responsibility. What is my duty as a lady, as a wife, as a good wife that I am, is to sit down and chop his money and, if possible, assist him in some cases. And that's on period. Yes. I can see something. Like I can see a car. Oh, I love this car for my man. I'll buy it. I can, but don't tell me I will have to school fees or more wash song. Oh, need choice. You want to turn here. I can see my children clothes now. I'm like, I love this clothes for my kids. I buy it. Do you understand? All those assists. Not you tell me, I love gay women that don't. If anyways, if you wait for your man's money, you are drew pani, so you have no choice than to just spend your own money. But not meaning that you should be advising other. If you not appreciate ladies, I appreciate ladies. Don't appreciate them, oh. Don't appreciate it. Wetin appreciate it. Wetin you do for you. When you leave that man, you give him enough of time to be doing rubbish. Please put him on his toes. Let him know his responsibility. I don't understand. Why are you saying? Omo, Veekee James, abeg, we don hear na. We don hear. Omo, this your marriage. We don hear, sha o. We don hear. Happiest marriage on earth. We don hear, please. Cause what are you saying? Like, oh, I appreciate women that don't wait. Really? I hear you.
Where I found this video, this video is specific for Uncle Ben. This video is to provoke Uncle Ben specifically. The video
That
is
lady,
funny. The woman,
Abby, any man we see that lady, we no run.
I love everything she
I
said.
sorry. Abby,
I love everything she
Sissy,
said.
Sissy, look,
The Yoruba
I've been
was
trying.
entering my spirit. I was even understanding all the Yoruba that she was speaking. That's how it resonated with my soul.
Sissy, I've been trying to
No
stay
translation
calm.
needed. Thank you.
I've been trying to be gentle.
Don't be
I've been
gentle.
trying to
oh,
be a
that's
responsible, humble man.
Don't
But
be
the direction you
responsible.
guys are going right now, oh, blood of Zachariah. Did you understand what she's saying? Sissy and
It
Abby,
entered my soul. I understood.
she is saying
Uncle Ben. I haven't said anything. Why you call him by name?
that girl they provoke me.
And when I saw
The
this
way
video,
she
you I
said,
thought of.
I'm to chop his money. I hold my pocket for here like blood of Zachariah. What is
She
she
said
talking
chop the
about?
money and support when needed. Is that not what we should be doing? It's
This
soft
one
life.
cannot. This one cannot give any support. Let's be honest. This very woman that has spoken now, this is not a Proverb 31 woman. No, this woman is a weapon fashion against her husband. She deliberately married to eat the man's money. On a serious note, though, on a serious note, okay, I get it. I know these ladies. They are in Nigeria. They are in the same environment as Veekee James, and the message may be wrongly received. But let's be frank. Women, you have to help your husband, please. This is not the time for I will chop my husband's money. Men are buying. Men are buying in their 50s and early 60s because they carry too much load. Do not get married to a brother with the intention of I will chop his money. It sounds so cringy. Ah. Ooh, Abby, you shouldn't have played that video.
Wow, Uncle
You
Ben.
shouldn't.
Sister Natsu is here. Sister Natsu, please tell Uncle Ben to chew eyes. So
I'm not chewing no
before
eyes.
things escalate.
Hey, he chopped the husband money. What Vicky said is so simple. Vicky is simply encouraging and empowering women to have their own money. That's all she said. And I don't know why they are misconstruing her intentions, misinterpreting what she said. Until this one said no, the husband must what shit. Ma, I call her the way she pronounces it. The husband must clean shit. Is that lady normal?
Oh my
Really?
God.
No. I think I'm done with this your show.
Okay.
Let me just carry my nyash. They go jeje. Thank you for having me. Oh, this is women's conference. Make I no go chook my mouth now. Ma, I can collect. Sister AY, I saw Sister AY somewhere here before she will come for me now. And Sister Oshe. So, Abby, thanks for having me.
Bye, Uncle
I
Ben.
can't go. Bye, Sissy.
Good night.
I will see you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Me and you
Sissy,
tomorrow, sir.
remember, we are
Wow.
doing our Danish deception tomorrow. You remember?
I remember. I said I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
See you
I have
tomorrow.
watched Auntie Fumi Deshalu video. I
Good.
watched all the series that she did. And
Oh wow.
I think, oh yeah, I watched everything. I took my time to listen to everything. And I actually watched her own marriage story twice. So we will dissect all of that tomorrow. Thank you, Cece. Thank you, Abby, for
You're
having me.
All
Love
welcome.
right,
you,
good
ladies.
night.
Bye.
You too. Bye. Okay, oh, let me read comments quickly and let's answer and round up. So, imagine you say no mercy for men that show their wives shaggy, putting side chicks on payroll. But if you are a good
Exactly.
man, we will chop each other's money, peace all around. But you move mad, wahala makpe any. Me and my Yoruba. So she saying I agree that women should help support and assist, but not carry the whole burden and feed the husband. Honestly, personally, that video I just found it funny. I don't her Kini, the vim is too much, but I found it funny personally. I didn't think it was that serious. Ben, you're supposed to be on suspension anyway. You want him to come back. So Elizabeth is saying she needs to go on a journey of self-discovery. In this situation, she's behaving as if she doesn't know her worth. I agree. But I don't know, for someone who's so talented, the nurse is saying, since your point is off, that's how she's twisting with Vicky's words. Uncle Ben, no, we like men like this. Who else are they supposed to spend money on? Is AY is saying, nah, she went rogue. Mbano. I know support this one, I beg. If you wait for your own husband's money, waduro now wow. Okay. Let me pay. I actually have 2 more videos. Let's see how far we go.
Do you
Let
still
me.
have videos?
I do, because we have videos from Easy and Auntie. What's the other my auntie that I like sometimes? Sometimes I don't like Auntie Rita. I have to play their videos, especially. I don't know this Easy's breast if it's not too much for YouTube. Oh, hey God, oh, I didn't.
The trend yesterday. I not see time to go look the video.
Uncle Ben,
But
can you see this?
Eh?
Is this breast too much for YouTube?
It's too much.
Should I remove it?
Can you cover it with a heart?
Before YouTube will ban us.
Nudity. They'll say nudity.
Let me play another video while I see if I can fix it, if I can crop it or something. Let me play Auntie Rita's video. I see what happened. What happened, Auntie? And that thing is on TikTok.
Don't
The
cook
justice
again.
for
Vicky, what has thou cooked? And the one that I find very sad is that stray bullets go always go meet Uncle Femi where he dey. Femi Nwokbulu. Femi where they in lane go stray bullet go always go meet him. You see, Veekee James has been trending for about 24 hours now, and I almost believed all I saw on social media. But if there's something I've learned over time, is how to take it easy, not to jump on every topic. Take it easy. Watch the full interview or watch the full video to get the actual context before reacting. But so long as na Veekee James, una must drag him. And not be say una go drag him. Una go hit bullet, boom, carry and go meet Femi for where he dey. He must hit him. So all she's saying is that make your own money. Then mostly that she admires women who are bosses, who can take care of bills, who can take care of things while they wait for their husband. But now let me reinterpret it in my own words. In all, make your money, women. And then in all as well, pray to marry a kind man and a man also who is a giver. Because if you marry a kind man and a giver, this Veekee James video, you're not going to vex you. You're not going to take them personal. If you make your own money, this Veekee James video, you're not going to take them personal. You're not going to vex you. So where are you in all this? Where do you find yourself in all this? Why did they take this Veekee James video personal? Why the video they vex you? Some even say they go kneel down and beg you. Some even say you know be pick me again, Veekee James. They say you be uproot me. If I see videos where I don't see for social media, you go feel say, oh, na good. Until I go watch the full video. Before you begin take sides or begin the vex, they channel your anger, your wrong decisions or bad decisions of Veekee James. Go and watch the full video. Nigeria matter, eh? One day, one trouble. More wisdom.
Okay, Auntie Rita, thank you. Please just need to say, because I had referenced Auntie Inkuzi's channel. So the episode is called Burnt Out Almost Broke Me, which is episode 45. If you want to watch that, I feel like it's very much, important with this topic, where when you're doing, just don't do past yourself, pretty much. So she is saying Vicky should not use her platform to tell women off. She has not even started. Let her wait until she enters the labor room and then come and talk. Period. Is it why I say now that one they pay me to Femi go just they collect because people must drag Veekee? No, because Veekee talks too much. Is it not her job to protect Femi? What's my business with Femi? So that's what we're saying. Like, she needs to stop talking too much. Because me, now, Abby, I have no business with Femi. She's the one that has business with Femi and should protect him. That's the issue here. Uproot me, care. Which kind of social media with this? Pick me, uproot me. Abby, she's rubbing people off the wrong way. The way she speaks, it's just not necessary. And in that protecting whatever, she needs to know what she's doing. I've managed to crop that video. I think that's the last video we'll play and keep it moving. Let's go and
trend yesterday. I no see time to go look the video, but I dey see video for TikTok. People they say Veekee, I dey watch them, but I don't get chance to do video, really like do research. As I don't get time, I can't go look waiting Veekee James talk. She where she sit down. She say she like women we know they wait around. She like women take care of your children, take care of your home, take care of your husband, clean stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's what most of us do. As I talk on my mind, can't go back. I watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos. I can't say him. Nkechi, Afa, he's still waiting on the Lord. Number 2, Nkiru, Afa. Nkiru said the ring where they buy for a wash. I could say, okay. Number 3, Yunko, my mother-in-law, to be, didn't like me. Yunko, he said the guy promised her and fail her after 9 years. Yunko, where they quarrel for waiting Veekee James talk. Wait happen. Yeah, and sister-in-law fight. To be sister-in-law. So, I never marry. They say no. Okay. Oh, okay. You content no say waiting Veekee James talk is not in line with marriage protocol. Because all of una way they do video now they single. Una content no say she break marriage protocol. And they say because they be women, they get to toe in between their leg and they carry prick. Now say, but they fuck you for free. They never put money, so you don't know. There's no commitment. You're giving it sadaka. And she said, what do you mean? Now, I mean what I mean. Sadaka for free. There's no commitment in you. Nobody choose to say, I want to make you my wife. In all day. The ring where they buy for you wash. Meaning, you not reach me the buy original ring for. Mother-in-law to be fighting. Sister-in-law quarrel. There's so many. They promise you and pay you for 9 years. Okay, baby. Talk to me. Yeah. Okay. I tell no say she break protocol. If they be for free you. So there's no commitment. You don't know anything about marriage. Living under a roof with a man. Call him your husband. And he said, oh, good morning. Oh, that's for my wife. Okay. My wife left. Yeah, my wife. Yeah, oh, yeah, me and my wife. We do. My wife, oh, yeah. My wife and the kids. And yeah, my wife just left. My wife. Nobody has ever called you that. How did you know Veekee James is wrong?
Okay.
For what did she talk? You know, a lot of married people can't say, we know they do this one. No. Single people just carry microphone. You are commenting on something you know absolutely nothing about. Okay, that's all I got for you. Carry your free to talk on for you. If I were you, I'll go to do a shower. Bye.
See what I was saying about his opinions thing, where so somebody has to be married to know that something doesn't even feel right. Do you understand? Because do we not have people that are married? Do we not even have just normal, basic human decency to know that there's no need to be talking about your husband like this? Now, people are easier saying that if you're not married, you're not qualified to speak on what Veekee James said. But actually, we have sense. We have a brain to know that there's just certain things you should not do, regardless of if you're in that position or not. Right? We're women. So we know that, yes, of course, standard is have your money before you get married. Standard is be a helpful person to your husband. But if you're not married, you cannot comment. Ngwanu. Sisi, what do you say?
What she was talking about, she's coming from that angle. I get it, but it's not about just marriage. She's talking about women. oh, these are the women that I hold in high esteem. These are the women. So as a woman, we're free to talk. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So these are the issues. Because now, like, what's that got to do with anything? I mean, people, you see, not from single. You will start from single now, before. Because now, the way, if we're going by Easy's logic, which I like Easy, by the way, we're going by Easy's logic. That means that there's going to be women that have been married for 20 years, 30 years that are going to be offended by Veekee James as well. Meanwhile, people that have been married for up to 5 years might relate to her. So I don't know. Like, I don't understand. And people that are hoping for marriage also are looking out for what they feel that they want to do. After all, there's no manual to it. When you enter is when you start figuring out how you want to do it.
And then she should also stop doing these classes for all women. Do it for married women and keep it closed. End of story. We will not talk.
So I'm here just for laughter. She calls single people free toto. She ate with that one, not gonna lie. Is it let me not even talk. Everybody saying free toto, God I beg. This auntie stop now. It's really saying this is coming from a woman who has OnlyFans page while having a husband. Let me not talk. Uncle Ben is
She
saying
has OnlyFans. I don't know the lady.
she's an ex prostitute. Or still a prostitute or something like that. She's an
Oh
ex
wow.
sex worker. It's not
And they
me.
say that the
It's
good
not
girls are not getting
allegedly,
married.
allegedly, but she's the one that said it. Like, it's not even nobody is confused about it because this is what it is. So I don't know if she still does it. I've heard that she was still doing it while she's married, and that's why it's very funny. Yeah, no joke. She was. I don't know if she still does it at the moment, but while she was married, she was still at it in this United Kingdom. She started
And
from
she's
Europe.
married. She's still married.
She's married to the guy. She has I think a
Oh
child.
wow.
She used to do this in Europe and then moved to the UK, got married, blah 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 blah. But they're saying that she still does it here and there. But I don't know how true that one is. But she's admitted that that's what she used to do in Europe before she moved to the UK. Anyway, that's why we're here.
Jesus loves prostitutes too.
That's not why we're here. Because no. Let's not carry the show to where it's not supposed to go. I like Izzy. I don't care about what she does with her private life. That's her business. Her and her husband, as long as they're okay with it. Emma is AY is saying tall now single they talk pass for this matter. Make you know like sha. Please make her shift though. But I mean, singles have a voice too, because again, it's not about being single, it's about like it's women's matter. MJ is saying she was just annoying me with single should not talk by exposing all of her milk suppliers. Literally, I had to crop that video. I didn't even I missed it earlier. Is just saying, oh, that's what he said, something along those lines. Zeno is saying, you guys know her husband is like Femi too, right? Zeno, please don't start. Don't start. Don't do where's not supposed to go. So that's why I saying there are lots of single ladies that have sense more than married women. These are talk no hold more water. It is well. Anyway, this is where I've come to the end. I just need to read comments as I usually do from social media people, and the show will come to an end. Remove from studio. Let me just put all of my comments that I managed to get. Okay, so the first one says Veekee James never hesitates to tell us she is the breadwinner of her home. Now, so we see her more. The next comment says my concern isn't with the concept of a virtuous woman as described by Veekee James, which people struggle to grasp, but rather with women who are emotionally yearning for a leader who can provide and protect while also working to dismantle patriarchy to further their feminist ideas. Me, I'm not going to lie. I think that everything can exist together. Because if we're going with that leader thing, if the leader comes and says jump, you can't be saying how high now. You're a human being too. That's the problem with people, though. That's the balance people don't understand about the importance of feminism. Somebody else said, I see many women dragging Veekee James for asking women to contribute financially in their homes. Women are building cities, scaling economic frontiers across the globe, running for offices such as president, governor. Women own banks, employing thousands, and you're dragging her. See, I don't like when people do this thing. People acts like they don't understand context. Come on, man. This is the comment I was talking about earlier. Veekee James no believe say she go ever marry for this life. Like, she's so excited. And okay, initially it was honeymoon phase. What's her reason now? He's been there for 3 years. What is so exciting
He's
now?
still doing honeymoon phase. I mean,
Because initially that first year, like, the sweet time. This love is shocking her. Please, what's her excuse now? What's her excuse?
honeymoon on Pro Max. But it's true. She's very excited. You
She's
can tell.
like, she didn't think she would ever bag a man like Femi or what. Veekee James is simply saying independence is a skill every woman should have. I genuinely don't understand why she's being fought over it. That's what she's supposed to say. That is not how it has landed. Right? There's so many other ways she could have said that. That's our point. And then the very last comment says, I am not a fan of Veekee James. Sometimes I find some of her opinions ridiculous. But see, her last take on not depending solely on your husband before you get things at home is on point and extremely realistic. That's not really what she said. Again, context. Anyway, Cece.
Yes, my
Yes,
dear.
name like Uncle Ben. Thank you so much.
You're
for
welcome.
being here
Thank you for
with me.
having me. Great show as always.
Thank you, sis. Have a good night and see you Basbos tomorrow.
Yes, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. All our American Real Fam, Recap Fam, TSC Fam, all the fams. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Be merry. Enjoy family time and eat lots and be what's it called? Is it Yuletide? It's not Yuletide, is it? That's for Christmas.
For Christmas is eat lots and be
Yuletide.
merry. So
What do they do for Thanksgiving?
Be thankful, no?
Okay. Be
Abby?
thankful. Yeah.
Yeah, be grateful. Eat loads and be grateful. Abby, be thankful. Anyway, see you later.
Thank you, honey.
Thank
Bye.
you. Good night. Bye. Okay, so happy Thanksgiving from Recap Central. Thank you so much for being here and for sticking by me and just making the show interesting. Thank you to Uncle Ben for the platform and thank you for being here with me. Thank you, Sissy, for being here as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sis AY. Thank you, Sis M Jones. Thank you. Thank you, Sis Elizabeth. Thank you, Sis Doopsy Thoughts. Thank you so much. Sister Oshe, like Uncle Ben says, thank you. Sister Sue, thank you so much for coming. And thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Zeno, thank you and happy Thanksgiving. Sister Rose, thank you so much for coming. Who else? Sister Natu, thank you so much for coming, sis. I appreciate you. Uncle Ben, thank you for coming. Missy, Cecily, thank you so much. Thank you, Auntie Yinku's Pepe. Don't forget to check out our channel. This is very much in line with what she speaks about. Thank you. I think I've called everybody at this point. Thank you all for coming. I hope I haven't missed anybody out. I always do that. Anyway, thank you. Adorable sis. Shopper Helper was also here. Thank you so much. And again, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Auntie Yunkos. Thank you. See you all tomorrow on Uncle Ben's channel. Cece is co-hosting. Of course, I'm going to come there and cause trouble because I have to cause trouble, right? So we're all going to be there, I'm sure there's going to be panelists as always, and we just talk about Uncle Ben's own angle of the Danish deception. I think he's talking about episodes 19. I think he said to the end. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time on Friday. Hey, I've forgotten to advertise my show. And quite frankly, I don't even think I have it in the studio. On Friday, we are speaking about Cece is actually going to be my co-host again. Funny enough. And we're going to be talking about relationships. So we're going to be talking about women dating for money, right? And Cece and I, the combination, Uncle Ben, I'm going to make sure I'm going to go and look for Chucky as well to disturb him, and Uncle Dio. I'm going to also try and make it earlier so that Uncle Dayo and those that are in Niger can join. So this is going to be the Friday show. It is women dating for money, and CC will be co-hosting with me. And you know it's going to be fun. It's a Friday show. I know how we do it here, Friday show. We can easily do 4 hours. But anyway, thank you so much. And I'll see you all tomorrow and of course Friday for the next episode of Recap Central. Bye. Have a good night.